Great, cool. Hello, hi, and welcome to another wonderful episode of the GameBrew podcast, the mostly bi-weekly video game podcast where we sip delicious bevs and talk about video games. I'm Dan, and I'm joined by Chris.
That's me.
Ian. Katie.
This is also an audio medium.
Allison.
Hi.
And
Have you heard
Carrie.
of me? Hello.
Yes. Hi, Kath. Everybody, yes, this is an audio medium, so make sure that you say things sometimes.
Oh, wait. Kath is here. Hi, Kath.
Yes, Kath is here. All right.
Oh man, Kath.
So this is a very special episode of the GameBrew podcast because we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons. GameBrew Dungeons and Dragons. So it's gonna be lots of fun. So we're just gonna get that started right away. Are you guys ready to play? Are you guys ready to play Dungeons and Dragons? Here's the question.
We're
Are you ready?
playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's just what Carrie looks
I
like.
thought we were playing Offices and Bosses.
Offices and Bosses comes later. Yeah.
Okay.
No. So okay, great. Then we're gonna start.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and get started.
It's your Roll20 icon.
Who?
The little so anyway, I started blasting Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah. That's for something else.
All right. Well, here we go. Ready to play Dungeons and Dragons. In the twilight of an age forgotten by the annals of time, before written history in a land far away, the world of GameBrewdia lies shrouded in both beauty and peril. Vast emerald forests whisper ancient secrets to those who dare listen, and towering mountains reach for the heavens, their peaks forever lost in the embrace of the clouds. For centuries, peace has held a fragile dominion over GameBrewdia. The once warring kingdoms have learned to coexist, their alliances as tenuous as the frost on a winter's morning. Magic, both wondrous and wild, flows through the land, its origins as mysterious as the ruins that dot the countryside. Legendary creatures, from the majestic dragons that soar through the heavens to the cunning fae that flit through the underbrush, share the world with mortal beings in an uneasy truce. Yet, beneath the veneer of tranquility, a storm is brewing. Strange omens have begun to plague the land. The skies darken with unnatural mists. The ancient relics long thought lost are stirring to life. The once silent ruins hum with a growing energy, and whispers of a dark power emerging from the depths of forgotten shadows spread like wildfire. In the heart of this upheaval, a group of adventurers has been brought together by fate's hand, each with their own stories and burdens. They stand on the precipice of an adventure that will test their courage and forge their destinies. Welcome to GameBrewdia, where legends are brewed and heroes rise each new day to conquer. Thank you.
Mediocre.
I know it's an audio medium.
Sorry. It works.
I wanted Dan to know I was plotting.
Try harder next time.
Adventures needed, is the notice on the local job board stated. Having no other prospects and a need for gold, you decide that this contract may be worth a look. The location for the meeting with the contract holder points you to an old rundown temple. Old rundown temple to Pelasoma in the arid desert town known as Bethindel, on the border of the Dry Desert. The area is known for its dangerous predators like lions and giant eagles. Very rarely there have been reports of goblins and gnolls. Things that you have seen before. However, local rumor as of late has made mention of the flapping of giant leathery wings and terrifying roars riding on the wind. I wouldn't worry about that, though. All right. So, question before we begin. Are you all together as an adventuring party, or have you answered this separately, do you think?
Separately.
Probably.
I don't know any of these people.
Separately for
Great.
me.
Perfect. Okay.
The hell
So-
are you?
So, we close in on a dilapidated desert town. This is the town of Bethindel. Mostly shanty-like tents, arid, dry desert. There's one well in town, but you can see there's a dilapidated makeshift temple to Pelasoma that is being manned by many different clerics and pilgrims who are usually on their pilgrimage. This is where the notice said to meet, was inside this sort of tent, this makeshift temple to Pelasoma. You're supposed to make contact with someone named Donforth the Weary. So that's the setting. You see a small. Ian, would you describe yourself as you enter this? Describe your character and yourself as you enter this.
Sure. My character is he's diminutive, about 3 feet tall. Looks like he weighs about 50 pounds soaking wet, which he is not, but his level of disheveledness might suggest that he had recently been in some fashion. Large eyes. He's got a monocle that's on like a brass hinge that flips up and flips down when he's sort of like looking at things. He's got a like what looks to be like a sort of dusty road beaten robe on that maybe was once meant to like be an inside robe but is sort of being worn as an outside robe, so like disheveled. Doesn't like trim his hair very much, so just like ear hair popping out, nose hair popping out. And he's sort of kicking his boots off on the town sign. And the little brass monocle flips down over his eye, and he's reading about Pelasoma. Can I? Is it okay if I roll history to check to see what I know about?
You can, yes. Go ahead. You roll a history check to see either history or religion, whichever you think would be you would want to know about.
Okay, I'm gonna roll history. Then.
Okay, great.
Did that do it?
All right, so that's a 25 in history. It looks like you have advantage turned on, so always take the left one. So yeah, I mean, you would know that historically, Pelasoma is the god of the sun and light and helping the needy. So there's usually temples to Pelasoma all over the place. Usually they're very like dilapidated, poor areas. But yeah, they usually go on pilgrimages as they are becoming clerics and learning more. These priests, so they can serve Pelasoma and better and serve the people. That's what the Church of Pelasoma is all about.
Okay, great. I'm going to sort of like scuttle over to the temple. Is it like stairs or what am I looking at here?
It's a tent. It's just like a big tent.
Oh, it's a tent.
Yes, makeshift.
What a mighty and beautiful temple you all have here. Yes, Pelasoma. Pelasoma is a wonderful, wonderful deity. Yes, I believe I'm supposed to meet with one. What was his name again?
Donforth the Weary.
One Donforth the Tired, perhaps? He was feeling down one day. Is there a Donforth here?
You see a small halfling male. He's like, oh hi. My name's Chauncey Bugbottom. But he's not here right now. He'll be back soon. If you want, you can wait in one of the pews. Maybe take in some literature. He hands you a pamphlet. It's like, yeah. I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Well met, Chauncey. Yes, thank you. He takes the pamphlet and immediately like speed reads it and then just throws it behind him and goes sits in a pew.
Flappity flappity flap. It tells you all about it, but it has lots of fun pictures of people like holding hands with an elderly man with the sun for a face, but a really long white beard.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next? Who wants to come in next?
I'll creep in.
Okay.
Right, you see a wizened old woman with long, tangled gray hair streaked with moss and leaves. Her skin is weathered and pale green, and she wears tattered robes that blend with like swamp colors. Her eyes are this piercing yellow color that kind of glow faintly, and she uses a gnarled wooden staff adorned with like strange charms and fungi. Granny Bog is what people know me as.
You see, there's a tall there's a tall half orc that comes up to you again, wearing like these sort of robes, and just says, hey, can I help you? Anything I can help you out with, ma'am? Ma'am, do you need some place to sit? I can have you some place to sit.
I hear you're in need of pest removal.
Oh, pest removal? Oh no, that was the original message. Yes, but the new one says just we need adventures. Mr. Donforth, the Weary sent that out. Are you here answering Donforth's call?
Yes, I am here for opportunities.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you here, take some literature and you can have a seat, and then Donforth will be here soon.
She ignores the literature and turns and sits down in the
Oh,
pew.
Okay, seems kind of rude, but okay. Guess that's fine. This large half orc kind of sits on a little stool by the front of the flap, and it's just like, well, all right, I guess I'll wait for the next person to come in.
You're next.
Yep, you can.
Nope, go, Chris. You go. You go, Chris.
Okay. So in walks this behemoth of an orc. He makes the orc that's standing next to the door kind of look small.
Ugh.
And he's not wearing a shirt. You just see like these massive muscles all over this guy, long hair, pretty well kept actually, for considering. Like he definitely like seems like he takes care of his figure and his especially the face, his moneymaker. And this guy kind of he enters, and somewhere you just hear like some entrance music to this guy, and it's just like this heavy rock music. That music doesn't exist. Well, it probably does exist in Gamebrew.
It's literal rocks. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it definitely
Um,
exists.
And he says, "Oh yeah, you looking for some help? Want some pests, brother?"
Yes. You must have. You oh, I'm sorry. Bill Girk. I forgot who I was. Bill Girk. Are you here to answer Donforth's summons for adventures?
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, okay. Wow, you are a specimen. You are very, very, very big.
Thank you. I'm
You could be
Blaine the
useful.
Stone Orkson.
You're playing the stone. What?
Blaine the Stone Orkson. You might have heard.
Lane.
I'm pretty famous in the Gamebrew Wrestling Federation.
Roll. Roll for what would we roll for this? Let me roll
Charisma?
to see. Yeah, roll a charisma check just to see if your influence makes it out here.
It's a just 11.
An 11. Well, I'm not into the wrestling stuff as much. So yeah, good job, man. Really really great.
You really I mean, I know it's the off season and stuff, but come on, man.
I'm sorry. It's pilgrimage. I gotta go to all these places. It's Pelasoma. It's just Pelasoma stuff. I don't really get out to this stuff. Well, here,
All right,
take
I get it. Anyways,
take some literature.
Where's I don't read.
Oh, okay.
You desire.
You want to read it to me? That's fine.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Pelasoma is
Please stop listening.
it's about this time that Allison, your character, comes in.
So into the temple tent flaps. Just kind of slaps it to the side in a very like the entrance with the subtlety of a fireworks display. She's stomping in, and she stands at nearly 7 feet tall with rippling green muscles and a strikingly sharp jawline. She's really something to behold in this room right now. Her armor is a fusion of her traditional kind of paladin plate plus the latest fashion trends that are going around different towns, which is a testament to her unique sense of style. So her breastplate is gleaming and polished and adorned with like a flamboyant fur trim that seems more suitable to something theatrical than battle, for sure. Her armor has a crimson cape flowing back with a gold bold trim that billows dramatically while she walks, mostly because she's kicking it back with her arm to make it dramatically billow more than anything. The gauntlets are silver, which just totally clashes with the gold on the cape. And she has like a vibrant purple feathered hat on, which doesn't seem to make sense with anything she's wearing. But she's walking in, even though she has this undeniably mismatched outfit, with an air of confidence and charisma. Her golden hazel eyes are scanning the interior of this temple tent, just taking everything and everyone in. And she strides forward, curious about the locations, but her smile doesn't show it. She has just a radiant, bold demeanor exuding, hoping she's the center of attention as she's walking down this aisle. She comes up to the front, and she passes the cues, nodding to everyone like they've seen her and are acknowledging her first. And she says boldly to no one in particular, just kind of the room, after making it to the front and turning around. Hello, everyone. I am Sashi Skycrusher. I'm sure you've heard of me. I am here for the extermination, obviously.
We got some confident orcs in here.
Can you make a performance check, Sashi Skycrusher?
I would love to. Sorry, that left one.
Yeah, it's always going to be the left one. Let's see. 16. Okay. Yeah, no, you hear, I mean, there's not many people in this tent, but yeah, if you want to clap if you're here, but you do hear like there's like somebody who's like over in the corner just goes, you hear like, and then and then let me ban this person real quick. Yep. Okay, cool. And yeah, and then you see a pretty tall, very lithe, beautiful female elf comes up to you and says, "I'm sorry, are you lost? Is there something I can help you with?"
Nope. Go.
Go. I'm so sorry. Are
You're
you?
No. I'm here for you.
You're here.
I said I'm here for the extermination. I saw the flyer. Obviously, I'm the only one you need for this job, so I'm here alone to take care of it.
Oh, actually, technically, I also am here for the same job. All you can see mostly is like a hand pointing up. So it's like hat and eyebrows and a hand.
Sashi's eyes go to the hand.
Yes.
And she bends down and whispers to the man who's speaking to her. Are there children in here?
Tennyson Fizzwhipple at your service. She sort of like scoots out into the aisle and does a bow.
Well, I first off, I'm a lady. Nice, very nice. Okay. But secondly, it's all good. I'm an elf. We all have long hair, and it's easy to mistake. But also, you must want to see Dawnfirth then.
Yes, Dawnfirth the Weary. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he's a bit slow. He's not here yet. If you couldn't tell from his name. But it seems as though you're all here. Why don't you, Miss Skull Crusher, Sky Bison?
You really should have heard of it's fine. Sky Crusher.
Sky Crusher. why don't you have a seat? And then someone will be right with you.
That's delighted to. And
Yeah.
I go to the little friend who's come out into the aisle. I walk over to him and I put out my hand to shake and I say, Sashi Skycrusher, sounds like we'll be together. And I kind of unintentionally pick him up a little while I'm shaking his hand because I'm not used to shaking someone who's so low to the ground. And then I go into the aisle and pat him to sit next to me.
Sort of straightens the hat, adjusts the monocle, sits next to Sky Crusher, and then immediately starts reciting sort of like relevant Sky Crusher ancient family history based on background knowledge.
It's at this point we probably notice off in the corner there's already been someone here the whole time, who, because they're a rogue, and I think they've probably been just kind of hanging out in a dark corner. I don't know if that's the type of rogue.
No, I was
No?
I was gonna sort of come rushing in
Got
because
it.
even though
Perfect.
I'm an owlin and I don't have the thing about like sun sensitivity, I'm still an owl and hate desert sun. So
Got
I like rush inside because it's really bright outside.
Covering up.
Yes, and kind of dust myself off a little bit and look around and try to find the I don't know, bartender or person that looks in charge.
A small halfling comes up to you.
Okay.
It says, "Oh boy, hi. My name's Chauncey Bugbottom. Welcome to the temporary temple of Pelasoma. Can I help? Can I get off you some literature, or are you here to start a pilgrimage? Or what's going on?"
Hey buds, I'm here for the extermination. I hear you got some tests.
Oh, yeah, I guess, okay, you're also here to see Dawnfirth the Weary, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got, boy howdy, there seems to be a lot of you. But you, yeah, great.
There are others?
Oh, I seem to have I know there's at least one, the small gentleman over there. It looks like he's being thrown around by that tall lady with the armor. But
Sashi, immediately hearing that, she was really intensely into the conversation that was going on about her history because it's her favorite subject. But she hears that piece and goes, "Hi, you're joining my crew, I hear." Before she heard anything else.
I just kind of look over and look them all like up from head to toe and I guess.
I wave her over like she absolutely said, "Yes, absolutely, I want to be on your crew." She's very excited. She's waving her over.
Him. I'm a him. Sorry.
Him. Sorry. Dang it. I need you guys to throw your pronouns somewhere. You're good.
Great. All right. It's at this point that from the like front area of the tent where you see there's the altar with a statue of an elderly man with the face with the sun, but it has a beard that is very long. Looks like it's made of like energy tendrils. Man walks out very slowly. Human man. Says, "Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the temple temporary of Pelasoma here. I would ask if you are beginning your journey and pilgrimage with us, that you talk to our pilgrim leaders, Chauncey Bugbottom, Shinin' Ray, and in the back, Bill Gurk is handing out the pamphlets. Say hello, Bill Gurk. I need to look at everybody's name. Now I need to remember. Blaine, you see the half-orc who's next to you. Hi, I'm Bill Gurk. Yes, that's Bill Gurk. Bill Gurk does a very fine job of handing out the pamphlets. Very good. Now, if you are here for the pilgrimage, just slight delay. So just hang tight. Everything will be good. If you're here answering a summons from Dawnforth the Weary, then you could just come over here on my... He gets a little confused about his left and his right. He goes, my right, and we will discuss further the contract. If you're here for bingo night, that's on Thursdays, and that's not today. So bingo night is another different night. You see an old woman get up from the back. She goes, "Oh, dang it!" Turns, walks out the back of the flap.
Point of inquiry: what day is it?
It's Sunday.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's spelled different. It's like SUHN day.
Oh, I thought it was going to
DAY.
be SON.
Oh, nah, SUN. SUHN. SUHNDAY. In GameBrew
Or SUNDAE.
Oh yeah. Yes. Perfect.
You must be Dawnforth the Weary. Blessings of Pelasoma be upon you, brother.
Oh, yes. Ah, yes. I see another of my elderly friends here. He reaches down to shake your hand. Very nice to meet you. You are here for the contract, yes?
Yes. Tennyson Finkel. What is my last name? Fizzwhipple.
Tennyson.
At your service.
Tennyson, very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Sashi kind of stomps up and
This
and
is
puts
my
her hand.
Sashi.
She puts her hand over top of his head to shake the hand of the man who's been speaking and goes, sorry, he gets a little confused. This is my minion. And that is my minion as well. She points to her new owling friend and says that we are here. This is my party to help you with your big problem. Because I am Sashi Skycrusher. I'm sure you've heard of me. We don't need to go into that. But I am here for you. And she gives a little bow.
Very nice. Okay, lots of words. Here to help. Appreciate it. Very good. Sky Crusher. Can't say I'm familiar, but also I'm a church guy. You know, just kind of church stuff.
She winces a little and then goes, understood. I'm sure that's why.
Okay. And then we have your Owlin friend. Very nice to meet you, yes?
Indeed.
Sashi corrects and goes, minion.
Very nice. Yes. Owlin.
I immediately scowl at her.
And who may I have the honor of addressing?
Demrin Grimling. At your service.
Oh, very nice. Very nice to meet you. We don't get many owlins out in this arid desert area, so it's very nice to meet someone of your stature and veracity.
Thanks.
Granny Bog
Yes.
bangs her staff on the
Oh.
ground really loud.
Hey, sorry. Who? Went asleep a little bit there. Very nice. Sorry, long days. Everything's fine. Ma'am, are you also here with are you here because it's bingo night? That's Thursday. Or are you here for the contract or for a pilgrimage?
I'm here for things.
Okay, but there's three things I said. One of them needs immediate assistance. The other one's kind of, hurry up and wait situation. And then one is you just come back on Thursday.
Well, you don't see me leaving, so obviously it's not Thursday bingo.
Okay, not Thursday bingo. So pilgrimage then. Great. I'll go get one of the pamphlets for you. And then we
I
can.
don't need your pamphlet.
Okay, Bilgurk. X-nay on the pamphlets. We're good on pamphlets. A little scary, but that's okay.
I kind of nod at her like, okay, this person's more amenable.
Okay. And then you, sir, back there with the large rippling muscles and no shirt. Do you need a shirt?
Oh, me? No,
Yeah,
I'm good. This is how it is.
That's just your whole thing. It's
That's
just
my whole thing.
That's your whole thing. All right, very good. Yes, brother. Are you here for a pilgrimage? Oh, brother, are you here for a pilgrimage?
Pilgrimage to kick some ass. Yeah.
Oh, also for the contract. Very nice. Oh, wonderful. 5 of you. Boy, howdy. That's a saying we have in the Church of Pelasoma, or Pelasoma, because it's, he's a boy, and it's like, howdy do it. Make the sun. Boy, howdy. It's great. Anyway. There's lots of
We
things.
gonna get a rock in here.
The what? The rock?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Anyway,
Let's get rocking and rolling.
oh, get rocking and rolling. Yes, of course. So, you are all you are all here for the contract. Now, it is changed because initially we had a problem with a pest that was, bugging our temple here. But we managed to find out that it was just Bilgurk, and Bilgurk just wanted some work. So, Bilgurk's doing...
He's an Urk.
What?
Because he's an Urk.
Yeah,
And he
yes.
wanted work.
Yes, yeah, I wanted work. It's great. Bilgurk loves his job handing out the pamphlets, don't you, Bilgurk? Yeah, I love it. It's great. Freaking love pamphlets. He actually does generally look like he loves.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I get an insight check?
Yeah,
on
you
what
can
he
do an
actually
insight
looks like?
check. Yeah, do an insight check. Do an insight check for me.
That's gonna be 12.
A 12. Yeah, super loves pamphlets. Like,
Awesome.
wants nothing more to do than hand out pamphlets all day. It's like, so, well, basically, okay, here's the deal. As you can tell, this is a tent. It's not a temple. Right?
It
I
could be
think
a
that's
Yes.
obvious.
Yes, I agree. This is
Sashi
a
very
tent.
quickly goes, yes, I can see that. And she feels very intelligent in this moment.
Did I really leave my swamp for this?
Oh, yes, great. So, basically, here's what's happening. We have a pilgrimage, right? We go from the Temple of Pelasoma to Temple of Pelasoma to finish our pilgrimage. Now, there is an ancient Temple of Pelasoma where that pilgrimage ends in the arid desert of the Dry. Now, there were some pilgrims who went there to make sure everything was fine, and that, everything was in good repair. And that was a week ago, and we haven't heard from them since. So, I was hoping maybe you would be able to go to this temple, make sure everything's okay, if they've, maybe they're stuck somewhere, or just maybe there's more repairs that need to be happening, but if you could either help them out or bring them back, yes, my short friend, Tennyson.
Yes, thank you. Have you sent any scouts or other explorers or any other kind of messages that have not been returned?
No, I was going to send Chauncey, but he has a thing.
Sir, excuse
yeah.
me. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah?
But it's been a week.
Yeah.
Sir. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, it takes a long time for us to kind of get... There's a lot of red tape in the Church of...
For scouts, sir?
Well, so here, listen, here's the thing.
Sashi interrupts very quickly and goes, wait, they were wrapped in red tape? We need to go cut them out and save them.
Yeah, you see Blaine kind of like nod in agreement with her because he's thinking the exact same thing.
I'm shaking my head.
You're the people for the job. And she pulls out her giant axe and goes, I'm great at cutting things.
He did. You see, Donforth does the NPC thing where he grabs like the middle of his eyes and just goes, "Well, oh boy, okay. So, valid point. Probably should have sent some scouts out, but we only have me, Chauncey, who he has a thing, Shining over there, and now Bill Girk, but Bill Girk's handing out the pamphlets, and
Now, do
I'm
you
super
plan
old.
to
Like, look at me.
compensate us for this?
Ah, yes. Well, we do have many coffers. I would be willing to give to you, from the church. So much gold. Pretty much whatever we've been collecting over the last week or so. I'm willing to give to you. I haven't counted it, but it's pretty heavy. He picks up there's like a wooden box and he shakes it around and it sounds pretty full.
I do not need your gold, but maybe we can strike another deal.
Well,
I'll take your share.
Well, what sort of what do you what do you need? What do you want? What is it?
Sir, how long does the pilgrimage normally take?
Oh, it's only like a day.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, okay. So listen. Here's the thing. Let me go through. It's like a day to get there, and then they were supposed to like clean things up. That usually takes like 2 or 3 days tops, and then they were supposed to come back. That was like a week ago.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. So based on the information that you're giving me now, I just need to tell you up front. I'm pretty sure they're all dead, sir.
Oh, no, I don't think my cousin Terry was there, and Terry would never. No, Terry's fine.
No. They're all zombies. They're all dead.
Oh, well.
There's an epidemic in the desert, didn't you know?
I didn't. Oh, boy.
Sashi has been nodding this whole time, knowing she's going. Like, she has no question. She's just going to do it. So she kneels down to Tennyson's level. And she grabs him by the shoulders and she goes, do not worry, little one. They are only taped with red tape. Red tape is very easy to beat. We can do this together. I have an axe. And she brings it out again and throws it on her shoulder, gesturing like we can do this job.
Yes.
First off, Demrin, can you make a deception check about the zombies?
Yes. Oh, well, so I was just going to say, I lean over to the witch and I'm like, I was just making that up about the fucking... That was some bullshit, but nobody said anything different, so this is going to be fun.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and make a deception check to see if he believes you about the zombies.
Okay, so wait, that is... Yeah, but plus... Oh, okay. oh. That's a 9.
9? Everyone seems a little skeptical about the zombies. You see there's a guy 2 pews down who's like sitting there. There's like a dwarven gentleman who's just like, I ain't heard nothing about no zombies. Listen.
Sashi believes there are zombies and red tape ahead.
I just look at Donforth and say, "Can you just point me in the direction?"
Oh, well, yes, I'll give you the directions. As I said, it's about a day.
Just like literally point, and I'll just start heading that way.
Oh, just yeah. I mean, I have some things for you first before you leave.
Like pamphlets. I don't.
Well, do you need pamphlets? Bulk here. Bill Girk in the back. Did somebody say pamphlets? Do you need pamphlets? I've got pamphlets.
I'm good. I can't read.
Oh, okay. It's like, well, no. Well, first off, ma'am, Miss, Granny? Is that what you said?
You can call me Granny Bog.
Granny Bog and Demrin, what would you want instead of gold? We don't have much here.
This is a sacred place, right? You're in charge of a sacred.
Well, no, this is a tent.
I assume you have relics
Well,
for your
well,
church?
no, mostly our religion is based on the sun and healing and giving back to the needy. So we give away more things than we kind of have. Our biggest relic is the big bright thing in the sky, the sun. SUHN, sun.
At some point, I will require a service, and you will answer unquestioningly. And it will be a moment of great sacrifice. Do
Well-
you accept?
Gee, boy. I mean, yeah, I'm really old. I don't know what else I can get for you, but
Granny
sure.
pulls out her book of shadows, scribbles in it, and then takes his finger, pricks it, and makes him put it on the page. Sign your name.
Okay, can't do that. Again, sort of devoted to a god. Can't do any of that stuff.
Do you
I-
want your friends alive?
Well, yes, but again, I'm
Sign your
devoted
name.
to.
I mean, we probably don't need her.
Well, you
You
got
don't need me?
Your mic is-
Okay. We'll
Oh,
see about that.
you got muted. You got muted there.
Sorry, I was like already out the door. I was starting to head.
No, don't do it yet. I have things for you.
Okay. No, I was just saying we're probably good.
But hold on. Bill Gurk. Bill Gurk was, yeah, what's up, boss? What's going on? Could you sign this lady's book for her, please?
Yes, Bill. Sign the book.
Oh, it's Bill Gurk, all one word, but yeah, sure, why not? Do you have a pen or?
She stabs him in the finger.
Ow! Son of a
Sign.
Pelasoma.
So I turn to Ian. What's your character's name? Tennyson. I turn to Tennyson and I'm like, I'm just kidding. You're the one that we're gonna kind of get along with. Yes. Hello.
Just sort of adjusts his monocle and nods.
Sashi looks at the Owlin and goes, "Oh, you're mistaken. That was me. You're gonna get along with me as your leader." And she kind of strikes a heroic pose with her chest stuck out.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes, leader.
totally.
All right. So, Donforth gives you. He says, "All right. Well, I'll point." He points you in the direction, and then he gives you 4 potions of healing. Oh no, 5. 5. There's 5 of you. 5 potions of healing. So you can either divvy those out as you see fit.
I take one and squirrel it away in my bag.
Yeah, I'd take one as well.
I take the remaining that no one's taken so far, and I hand them out.
I
To
take
the
mine and I
Owlin
say,
and Tennyson. I'm handing them out, and then I put mine in my pocket.
so we still didn't cover my payment. But
Oh,
I take
yes.
mine and I say, I was also going to say you can just owe me one, but after
Oh, owe you one.
that,
Do I have to sign with blood in a book of some kind?
no.
Okay.
Nope.
Yes, definitely. Totally.
Okay.
You got it. Chauncey, make sure we remember we owe this person one.
I only have one extra requirement, but I assume as a place of worship, you have many a bard that could tell our tale. And she smiles boldly.
Chauncey, do you know how to sing? Not really, but I can try. Chauncey will sing your praises from here to the middle of town where the well is, because that's really as far as he goes.
That's wonderful.
Tennyson
Let me
laughs
spell my
again.
name for you so you can get it right. It
All right.
is-
So you
and
go
I
ahead.
spell it.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. All right. Then he points you on your way. Great. So he points you the direction in which you go. It is a trail that's been marked into the Dry Desert that you will have to walk for. It'll probably take the better part of a day to do this. Okay. So
All right.
what we're going to do is I'm going to need everybody we're going to do a skill check here to see how we do
Okay.
with crossing the desert. All right. So let's everybody make a survival check for me.
Oh, so good at survival.
All right, Granny Boggs, you got a 10.
Granny's not good in the desert.
Sashi, you got a 13. Tennyson got a 16. Very nice.
Thank you.
I got a 12.
I got
Okay.
a 16.
And 15. Okay, very nice.
16.
As you all trek through the desert for the next day, you manage to find enough outcroppings of rocks and a few cactuses. The cactuses almost look like they're up to something as you're going through, like there might be a mirage, but you all succeed. So you manage to cross the desert without.
Are there, as we're ambling across the desert, Dan, are there any distinguishable facts about, I don't know, the terrain or like footprints or anything that might give us a clue as to what's going on here? Like any left behind things?
Make an investigation check, and we'll see. All right, that's a 13 investigation check. As you're going, you don't notice anything. You do see that this is a well-worn path, as though it is has been traveled. And this is a very popular, knowing that the clerics and pilgrims of Pelasoma is one of the more popular religions in GameBrew, that this pilgrimage is pretty common. A lot of people do it all the time. So nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Can I do an insight check about those cacti?
Yes.
Ooh, dirty 21.
That's a 21. Yeah, those cacti, they're just cactuses. They're just cactuses. You do think that if you had rolled poorly on your survival check, you may have thought that those cactuses were little goblins and you might have tried to tackle them, but instead you are all surviving very well. So you're doing
Can I try
a
to
great
eat
job.
them?
Yeah, you can do a nature check for me. See if they're edible, or see if you think they're edible.
17.
17. Yeah, if you can avoid the spiky bits, you can eat those cactuses. And they'll be yummy, especially for you.
Yeah,
With
beak.
with your beak, it's really easy to avoid all the needles.
So did you say it takes the better part of a day? So
Yep.
it's like nighttime now?
Yep. So it's like nighttime. If you want, you can camp. You can do anything you would like. If you all want to, have a little conversation amongst yourselves.
I'm pretty silent and stoic.
Blaine try to sidles up to Sashi and says so you're pretty famous. I'm pretty famous too.
She looks at him and goes, in the tent I could sense that. I knew I liked you. I knew you were a kindred spirit, if you will. And so she starts casually starts flexing and stretching and just trying to look really cool. And she goes, I'm Sashi Skycrusher. I don't think we got to meet before. I'm sure you've heard of me, she says confidently, but not confidently enough because she doesn't know the status of this person she's talking to.
Can I see if I would have known her?
Okay, so Allison, make either a persuasion or a deception check. Your choice. You don't have to tell me which one. And then let's see. All right,
21.
that's a 21. You've definitely she's putting it off like you've definitely heard of her.
Okay, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yes, Sashi Thigh Crusher. Yeah, I've definitely heard of you."
Should I give backstory to myself? I feel like the way I'm talking, I should give out of character backstory for our players. Should I?
I mean, not unless you want to tell them. Like that's like if your character is telling these characters something.
Okay. She says that, and then she turns around to everyone else quickly and says, you all have heard of me, right?
I have not heard of you, but I don't care.
I look at you and go, I could have guessed that. And then she says, well, I will tell you a little about myself. You know, just because I think it's important you know me, because you're in a party with me. And then in the future, you could tell everyone I was with Sashi Sky Crusher. And so
Granny finds a little place to sit and just kind of sinks into the darkness and closes her eyes.
She says, I've been traveling around a lot, you know, ever since I've become a paladin. She points to her shiny armor with the crest of Bahamut on it as a clear indicator that she was a paladin. You guys probably already knew that. And then she says, I came from, you know, very humble beginnings, and my whole tribe was eradicated, which started me on this path. I was the only one to survive. And she doesn't go into much more context than that, making it seem very mysterious about how she survived. And then she kind of like looks off into the distance like it's a sad story. And then she goes, but I've done many deeds around these areas that have obviously preceded me at this point, and that's why you all have heard of me. She looks at everyone very convincing, like everyone should have heard of her except for the little boggy witch in the corner.
Are you a middle child?
She looks at you confused and goes, you know, I don't know exactly. Is that why I'm so great?
So, only child. Yep. Great.
Okay, wait. So who is more famous? Is it Chris's? Chris, what's your character's name? I'm so sorry.
Blaine,
Blaine.
the Rock,
Stone.
the Stone. Sorry,
Not
Blaine,
the Rock. Not
the
to be confused
Stone.
with
Not to
Blaine
be
the Rock
confused.
Johnson. This is Blaine the Stone Orkson.
Okay, is Blaine the Stone Orkson more famous, or is Sashi more famous?
Can you guys make contested charisma checks, please?
Oh, shit. That's gonna be a 7 for me.
Let's do that. 19.
Okay. To you guys, it seems like Sky Crusher is probably more famous. But again, it's just, I guess wrestling is just not your bag, you know?
If nothing else, Sashi thinks she's more famous.
You wish for
Chris, you're oozing with
fame,
charisma in
Blaine.
real life, but it's just
Sashi
That's
does
what the
seem
dice
to
say.
does seem to be quite well known, but I do wonder whether or not she could beat him in a wrestling match.
I look at him and go,
And you just see him like like cracking his knuckles in ways that you've never seen before.
Blaine, we can make you famous.
Sashi's very confident she could win. But she just says, you know, we should give that a go when we're done here. We do have a task, and that is most important.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to, not be able to continue on.
She kind of like has a twinge of this is the first time she doesn't like him. And she's like, nor I you.
He's like, mm-hmm.
And she's been leading the party on this walk so far. She allows no one to get ahead of her. If it means she has to double time, she is double timing. She is the tallest one, so her legs, I assume. Wait, how tall is your character?
Like 8 feet tall.
Okay, never mind.
He's a giant he's huge.
She has to double time to prove her point, and she is. She is exhausting herself pointlessly to make sure she is in front.
I imagine that Granny Boggs has been like taking up the rear most of the time, just like I don't want to try and keep up with these. Well, and Tennyson probably because he's got tiny little legs. So
I do. Yeah,
Biggity, biggity,
mostly
biggity, biggity, biggity.
I spent the time trying to just be in the shadow of somebody else's.
You wanna ride, little guy?
shadow. Yes, of course.
I just
And
kind
I
of
just like toss him up
scurry.
onto my shoulder.
Kind of scurry, you said, Carrie?
A little
Yeah.
hunched over, scurry.
Scurries.
I guess I Tennyson sort of flits around looking for some scraps of. Is there any like wood or anything we can burn? Fire? Anybody get some firewood or anything around here? Dan?
You can make a survival check. Go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, no. Nah, you can't find anything. You find some small like sticks, but like little they're like this big. To you they're like this big, but like to everybody else they're like this big.
Got some wood for the fire. Plunk.
I take out a bundle of sticks that are very orderly, and I said, "We could use these. They're javelins."
Yeah.
I'm not going to use these.
Do you
Do we need a fire? It's really hot out.
Well, you see, deserts, because of the relatively dry climate and the lack of sunshine during the night, they tend to cool off rather quickly with extreme temperature changes between the daytime and the nighttime. So, although it may not be cold at this particular moment in time, it is likely that you will feel quite cold in the hours to come.
Sashi had absolutely checked out at the second sentence that he was saying, and she's just glazed over with her face with a little bit of drool coming down her mouth. And she snaps out, realizing he stopped talking, and she goes, "I knew that."
So, if we are to overnight here, we should probably build a fire and set a watch. Would seem to be the prudent thing, perhaps.
I was going to suggest that. We need a watch overnight, of course.
I'll watch.
Yeah, because you're an owl. Alan.
Good job.
I'm not racist.
Granny holds up her staff and brings it down on the ground and whispers something to it and creates some good berries. Would you be interested? And she hands them out to people who want them.
There's a
Is it meat?
pause.
No, this doesn't come with any kind of whatevers. They're just berries.
There should be a pause. Oh, sorry. There should be a pause from Sashi because this is a very questionable person in her party, but there isn't at all. She grabs it and throws it in her mouth. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, a good berry heals you for like 1d something, right?
Nope, it's 1 hit point.
1 hit point. You get 1
and
hit
it's
point.
it makes you full for 24 hours.
Yeah, I was full, but
delicious.
Hey, Granny, can't you produce some fire for us?
I think the orcs might have this one.
I could fly around, see what I can find nearby.
That sounds like an excellent plan. We'll wait here.
Yeah. unless did you actually want to offer up the javelins for firewood there, Blaine?
I mean, if we need them. It's probably not going to burn very long, but
whatever you guys want to do, but you got to do it quick because night is setting on. So,
I'll fly around and see if you find anything, and then if not, we got these little sticks.
okay, Demrin, make a investigation check to see if you can find any firewood.
$17.
Yeah, you do. You see that there's an old dead tree that was in the desert that you managed to kind of fly around, and you find some firewood there. You pick it up,
Awesome.
bring it back, set a nice fire. All right. So now we just have to set a watch. Who is going to be keeping watch overnight? Are you going to do it in shifts?
Yeah, we'll do shifts.
Okay. All right.
Sashi looks at her party and she goes, oh, okay. Who wants to take first shift?
Can I do? I don't know if this is a thing. Since I'm an owlin, can I do the thing where I'm like facing another direction but turn my
Yes.
owl head all the way around to try to freak her out and be like, I'll go first.
Make an intimidation check.
Sashi is starting to point at Tennyson, who raised his hand first for first watch.
That is a 12.
That's a 12. It's weird, but not creepy enough to probably convince her. Your
So
head
her
gets
hands-
stuck like halfway. You're like, oops.
Her hand's going to Tennyson. It moves momentarily to the owlin and goes, Tennyson's got first. You can take
Rest
second, though.
assured, I will keep you all quite safe in this desert here.
All
I
right.
have great knowledge of this place, as
So-
I do with many places.
So as you start the watch for the night, it's pretty uneventful. There's not really anything that happens. It's pretty open space. You could see things for miles around. It's not very windy. So all the watches that you do overnight are successful. You don't even have to roll for it. Everything's very open and very good. So you all make it okay. There's Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Hannah, everybody says hi. Okay. So it's the next day. And you continue your trek along this desert road. Eventually you reach the edge of a tall cliff face split down the middle. This must be the canyon that the priest mentioned as the hidden location to the temple of Pelasoma. High cliff faces flank you on either side as you slowly move your way through the high stone walls. Almost labyrinthian, but with only one direction to go. The shade of the cliffs is welcome, though, giving you respite from the offensive desert heat. Can I have everybody make a perception check, please?
Uh, 17.
I have plus 7. Oh fuck.
8.
8?
Well, it was a nat 1, but I have plus 7 perception.
No, that's a nat 1.
No.
Your neck is you got a kink in your neck because of you're doing the owl thing last night, so you're kind of like stuck in like this the whole way. All right, so we've got a 7, a 3, a 12. Oh boy.
I got a 17.
And a 17. As you're walking, you guys are walking through. Blaine, you notice that as you're walking through these canyon walls,
Shockingly attentive for right now.
like, but to your right, it's really one directional. You've kind of been going the same way. Kind of, there's twists and turns and lefts and rights. But you do notice that like the stone to your right is a little bit off color, and then you notice that it's like an actual break in the stone, and there's like another hidden path that goes off to your right.
Without saying anything, I just start heading that way.
Sashi is leading, so she doesn't notice he's heading that way. And she's just walking down through the canyon. And she goes, I remember the canyon was important. And she's trying to recall why, but she can't really even remember the instructions.
Blaine, are you sneaking or are you just walking?
Nope, just walk. I noticed it and just heading straight there without like it seemed obvious to me that that's the direction to go.
Can I try to do a perception check real quick so he doesn't die?
Yeah. Yes, you may.
Okay. 16.
16. Yeah, he's not being sneaky. You see him just kind of make a right. Everyone else is kind of continuing to go forward unless anybody else wants to see if they notice Blaine making a right all of a sudden.
I mean, I'm at the back of the line, so I would probably see him.
Ian, yeah, with an 11, you would see him go.
Pretty big.
Sashi's just walking forward. She doesn't know.
Okay. So Sashi continues going forward. Everybody else bangs a right.
No, I'm just stopped at the crossroads of this, like looking at Sashi and looking down at Blaine, and Sashi, there has been a change in course.
Sashi stops and turns around, and she goes, I knew that. I was just looking ahead to make sure nothing was ahead. And she skirts back and goes through the
All right.
divot.
So
Job.
Blaine,
Mm.
since you started going down this way, you follow this break in the wall for a bit, and all of a sudden you come to a large round outcropping. And in this outcropping, you see a big empty, it's like a big empty flat sand area. And you see an orangish red humanoid arm sticking out from the sand.
Do I recognize what might have an orangish red hand? Like, is it like a human hand, or is it like a statue?
Make a nature check.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. Definitely looks like a hand. Definitely know that.
I'm a pull it.
You want to go up to it and pull it?
Yep.
All right.
He just stands there and watches.
As soon as you take a step towards this hand, I need you to. Can you roll a d4, please? 1d4 plus 1.
That's 3 total.
3 total. Okay, you step on towards this hand, and then as you do, immediately as you step on the sand, you sink 3 feet straight down into this quicksand pit.
I'm just like, that's unfortunate.
And you
Very.
continue to sink. You are currently restrained as you are sinking there. Everybody, you see Blaine sink. What are you gonna do?
Sashi.
Sashi literally dove for Blaine the second he started sinking. She makes no questions about what just happened or why. She's just going for him to pull him out without even a moment to think.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and make a? I would like you to make. Make a perception check, just to see if you can determine where a good place to stand would be to stop him from sinking. 19. Okay, yeah, you see the edge. You see the edge of where this quicksand is, and you grab him. So great. Yeah, so he's beginning to submerge. You grab him. Go ahead and make a strength check, please, Sashi.
Strength.
Yep. All right. You managed to pull him out of the quicksand. Sure enough, you both are very big and strong, helping each other. You pull each other out.
As Sashi pulls him out successfully, she looks at him like, "Don't worry," she says, "I've got you," and she smiles big.
It's like, well, thanks. That I'm not as quick as that sand, so.
She gives a little wink as she lets him go in a safe spot. And she's like, maybe I should lead. Yeah. And she's very happy right now because now she has proof she should be leading in front. So maybe she doesn't have to double tie.
Take notes, Blaine. This is how you get famous.
And he's just
Blaine's like,
going,
I'm already famous. What? All right.
And I give him a pat on the shoulder after that comment, and I go,
Wait,
I don't doubt his fame.
excuse me though. There's still the problem of the the hand in the sand. There's still a hand there.
Sashi goes, what hand?
Is the hand still there?
Tennyson, you said it. So Tennyson, why don't you make a investigation check here? Okay. Yeah, you can see that there's a 20-foot diameter pit of quicksand. In the center of this quicksand, though, you see this orangish hand, and it has on it a shiny gold ring with a citrine gem on it.
Oh, Well, this seems like a solvable problem. I cast Mage Hand and pluck the ring off the finger and float it over to me.
Easy enough to do. That's
Problem
the
solved. What is the? It's a citrine ring. It's just,
Mhm.
does it seem to have any other attributes?
You look at looking at this ring, you find that it is a ring because this is a one shot, and we're not going to worry about doing any of the investigate like the to tell what an object is. I'm just going to tell you.
Identify.
I'm just going to tell you what it is, and you can equip it right away. We don't have to attune
I can
things.
cast identify.
Oh, you can, yeah.
Okay.
It is a ring of resistance to lightning
Oh,
damage.
a ring of resistance to lightning. This could be useful. Plunk.
All right, you put it on.
Yeah.
Great,
Sashi
perfect.
pauses, watches the ring float from the quicksand to his hand. He mentions something about the ring being useful, and she just looks at him and goes, "What hand?" Because she's still
She still doesn't. She doesn't know what hand you guys are talking.
She doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah. My hand's important.
Granny walks up behind Sashi and just pats her on the back. It's okay.
Does anyone have a rope?
We've got a person that flies.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Can you?
I have a rope. I never leave home without 3. And she pulls one out of her bag, realizing she only left home with 1 this time. And she goes, "Oh, well, I still have 1." And she hands it over.
Tennyson just sort of like holds the rope, and his arms are super short, and you can tell he's not strong at all. It's sort of like so heavy, he's like a little bit weighed down by the rope itself.
Sashi didn't take any account to him, and it literally just like flopped around him. Yes.
Yes. Lovely. A little bit of help here, please. Someone could tie a knot, maybe throw this. Someone strong, Brawny, Blaine. You look. Like you-
Demerin had, it looks like, offered to fly over to the.
or
Begrudgingly, yes.
begrudgingly.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Maybe we should tie the rope to you before you touch it, in case it pulls you in.
Sure, why not?
Well, how about this? We got 2 ropes. 1 rope for her to carry over, 1 rope to tie to her so we can pull her out.
You're keeping up well, Blaine. Good job.
Great.
He looks happy that someone thought he was smart.
Okay,
Even
so
though he did not catch the sarcasm though.
easy enough to do. Demerin, you fly over. What's your goal? Are you trying to pull out the arm? Is that what's happening?
I think I'm flying over. I think I'm flying over and like tying it around the hand, and then Sashi can pull it. Or
You're muted.
I think I'm gonna fly over and tie the rope around the hand, and then like fly back, and
Okay.
Sashi can pull it.
Great.
Is that
Quickly
right?
give me a strength check then, you and Sashi, if Sashi's the one helping.
Sashi is always helping.
Well, I'm doing
No one has a choice.
definitely doing the flying part. I don't
Yeah,
know if
well,
I'm
the
doing-
flying you don't have to roll for because you could just
Okay.
do that.
Well, I'm not very sure.
Not a save, a check there.
Oh, Isn't it the same on this?
It's not. No.
Oh.
So not
Just
um,
flat strength.
Flat?
then?
Yes.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
then 8.
An 8, you said?
Yes,
Okay. And then
without the modifier, right?
great. And then a 20, that's fine. You guys pull, and then with Sashi's help, you do some, but Sashi really does most of the work. But as she pulls it out, you could see a small hobgoblin corpse is pulled out of the sand.
I throw it back.
Great. Good job. You did it.
Did you really throw it back?
Yeah, he did. He said he did. He threw it back.
He very well
Sashi-
did.
Sashi looks and goes, "Okay."
Perhaps it would have been worth searching his pockets for, information or valuables,
Oh,
but
I think the
sure.
rope. I think the rope's still tied to it. So
Yeah, the rope is still tied to it. So you easily pull it back again.
Yeah, Sashi pulls it back again because
Okay. And then what do you want to do? You want to do an investigation check?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go ahead. All right, that's an 11. You find, some bones in its pockets, some metal stuff, little bobs and bobbles, but nothing crazy.
Does it seem that the hobgoblin died of the sand?
Make a medicine check.
Medicine check. Did this hobgoblin asphyxiate?
On a 12, probably.
Seems like
Seems likely. Yeah, I mean, he was under the sand.
Wounds.
There's no other wounds aside from him just being sandy.
Is he
Is he
carrying? Is he carrying?
crispy, dehydrated?
Well, I mean, he's a dehydrated corpse, but you can make a medicine check if you would like, Granny Boggs.
was the ring on his finger, or was he holding it?
It was on his finger. Granny Boggs, it's a hobgoblin.
I'm
Definitely a hobgoblin.
out of my element. The desert's not good to me.
You have a +7 to medicine and you rolled a what?
I don't know a lot about the desert.
Out of character, she said.
Can I check his pockets?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check if you would like. Look at Lito. She's like, what do you roll?
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Yeah, I mean, you find nothing else helpful. You find just more hobgoblin BS. So some bones,
Sashi,
some like.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Sashi's looking at everyone. She's got two people. She's holding this hobgoblin, and two people have now come over and poked at its body and like looked in its mouth and like is poking around at it. The other one went into the pockets after she did, and so she just like hands the bones and metal and bits that she found in the pockets to the owlin, and then she goes, "Are you all content? Would you like to check his toes again?"
You can Demerin, you can tell there's nothing else on this body that's important. It's just a hobgoblin corpse, tiny hobgoblin corpse.
Hey, small friend, what can I trade you for that ring? Being immune to lightning, it's pretty helpful for someone.
Well, the gnomish rule is finders keepers.
Sashi's untying her rope that's around this hobgoblin, deciding that nobody saying anything was that they were done with the body, and then she also chucks it back into the quicksand.
Make a strength check to see if you toss it further than Blaine did.
Okay. Oh no.
$17. It's about the same. You guys said it's like no one was further than the other one.
Okay.
It kind of got back into the center. It has like a slight like it has like a
Rain,
slight.
Are you gonna take that from her?
Well, I can't get it back, so I guess so.
I looked at him and I go, I just, put it back where it went, just like you did.
All right.
I wrapped my rope and put it back in my bag.
Okay, wonderful. So there's no other exits around this area aside from the one that you came down. So anything else you want to do in this little? It's
a cul-de-sac of
quicksand. Yep.
It's like a cul-de-sac.
A cul-de-sac of quicksand. Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, guess we're about facing and heading back from whence we came.
All right.
Start heading back.
Right. You turn around. You start heading back. As you are going, as you leave this area and head back towards the main trail, you hear what sounds like distant rolling thunder, and the sky becomes overcast. Ominous signs as you approach the temple of Plasma.
When we first hear the thunder, I just look at Tennyson like very annoyed. Because
Uh,
you would still have the ring, and it's like
you start to approach as you follow through this canyon. You reach out to finally it opens up, and then you can see it's overcast, so it's a little bit dark, but you can see further away as you approach the temple to Pelasma. A large statue of the old wise and kind god stands above what looks to be a grisly scene. A pack of gnolls seem to have made camp after feasting on the flesh and bones of unwitting travelers.
Hmm.
sort of called it.
I, I'm sort of motion everyone to like get down, hide behind something, and then do the same.
Can you all make a perception check really quick?
Perception check.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
All right. That's great. Everybody, yeah, you see all these gnolls. You could see there is you could see there's probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these gnolls all chomping on bones and and devouring flesh. But as Granny Boggs, you noticed something too. You noticed that above these, in some outcroppings above this temple, you can see two giant vultures with hobgoblin riders that seem to be surveying the scene.
Can
I
I?
don't think any of you may have noticed, but if you look up, you will see that there is eyes in the skies.
Did I not notice that?
You didn't because you get. Oh no, wait, you got a 20. Yes, you also
Dirty,
noticed that. Yeah, you got a dirty 20. So yes, you noticed that as well.
Can I?
Sashi. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Can I sneak up near them to see if I can catch any, like, if they're saying anything or get some?
Well, let me show you where you are so you can make your own determinations here. Hold on, please. Boop. All right, gotta zoom out. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch everybody over here so you can see what we're looking at too. Here we go. And then I'm gonna bring you all over here. So if you look and roll 20, whoops. I said I would like you all to go. All right, select all. Go to here. Go to here. There we go. Okay. All right, can you all see that?
Yes.
All right.
And where are we?
And
She
you
was literally about to run in, by the way, while you're setting all this up. She was about to run in until she heard that there were eyes in the sky. So she was
Yeah,
like,
as was I.
she was literally about to charge in. She was pumping her fist, took 2 steps and stopped, and she put her hands on her hips and went, "Yeah, I saw them too."
I have to tie you all to rocks so that you stop running into shit. Let me try. Let me go first.
She looks at the owlet and went, I wasn't going anywhere.
Of course not. Okay, so then so wait, where are we?
I'm renaming your thing because it's named you and
Yeah,
Allison are both
mine's
named
awkward.
something weird. Hold on.
It's
Hold on.
weird.
I'm taking care of it. Hold on. I got it.
Thank you.
Okay. And then boop.
Sashi looks at Granny and sorry, I'm gonna find your name. Demerin.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, what's the plan?"
Oh, great, Lita. Don't you have one?
And she quickly scoffs and goes, "Yeah, you know what? Never mind."
I believe that I have a proposition for this tactical situation in which we find ourselves.
Let's hear it.
She pauses and goes, "I am one for growth, and I would love to give you the opportunity to lead this battle under my guidance." And she chooses her words very wisely, knowing she doesn't want to be undermined at this point, but would
Yes,
like help.
of course. Well, judging by what we see here, a number of gnolls surrounding several dead corpses, as well as outriders upon vultures, it seems to me that the prompt thing to do would be to return to Downfirth and let him know that, in fact, we were correct that they are all dead and that gnolls were the cause of the issue.
Oh, but wait. There might be more. We need to investigate this further.
For once, I agree with the old lady. Let's get up in there.
Sashi looks out, and there's definitely no survivors, right? That she can see. It's definitely just bones.
Make an investigation check.
It's going to be a 1. Sashi can't see anything ever. That's the problem.
Have you tried glasses?
They're not fashionable.
Blaine just shakes his head. Yes, that's correct.
With a 12, you can't see any survivors out there.
I look at Tennyson and I go, if there was a live body out there, I'd agree, but I don't know what our purpose is. And
Can you all do me a favor? Can you all make a group stealth check real quick as you're standing here talking?
I forgot I have heavy armor.
That's a natural one.
Oh God. Okay.
There is my with.
Yep. So 5. Got it. Got it. Okay. 8. Great. 21.
I'm so sorry, Katie. That
Oh God.
Useless right now.
I'm just.
Oh boy.
Should I leave? I'm gonna.
All of a sudden, as you're all standing here debating on what to do, you hear one of the gnolls go, and then they all start to attack. Everybody roll for initiative, please.
Sashi, after saying we should leave, notices that cry out, and she goes, "Well, shit! Now we've got to kill them."
All right, and we're just gonna
New valid token was selected. Oh, I forgot. You have to click your token first.
and let's just do the hobgoblins are gonna take over the initiative. Great.
12 plus 5. Oh, 16 plus. Sorry. You have a dirty 20.
Click your token first, or it'll bug.
Dirty 20.
You can also just post it in the chat.
All right. All right. Well, you guys lucked out. I have to let me get out my notes here because the Knolls rolled an initiative. So they go last.
Dan, sorry, what was the last bit? Your
hold on 1 second. All right. Because everyone's doing different things, I'm just going to do this. Okay, so who got an initiative of 20 to 25?
I did.
Okay. Chris, what'd you get?
22.
Okay.
I got dirty 20.
Carrie?
21.
Okay, so then so we got Blaine, Boggs, and then Demerin. All right, 15 to 20.
I got a 16.
Okay, great. And then 10 to 15.
Did you roll twice, Allison?
No, just once, but it was bugging because I didn't click myself. Oh, 14. Let's go with the 14. Sorry, I
14.
didn't see it work that first time.
Okay, totally fine. 10 to 15. No. 1 to 10.
That's Ian. He got a 6.
Oh, Ian, you got a 6.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
sorry, I got a 6.
Sorry,
It's on
got
the
it.
turn order thingy.
Okay. The turn I have to do it separately because everything's not there. So the turn order thing is not the best, but that's okay. All right. Boom. And then great. All right. So we start with Blaine. Here we go.
Blaine just turns around and says, "Watch this!" I rage.
Okay.
And run forward 40 feet.
Got it.
And that is my speed.
Great.
So I come up and do just the one attack.
Nice.
That's gonna be a 10 to hit.
That
Disappointing.
You're attacking with your fists, right?
That is correct.
You're a punchy boy. So you come up and you this gnoll has a shield on its arm. It glances off the shield and goes,
and he's just like, that's not what I wanted.
okay. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay. All right, and you stay right there. Next, we go to Granny Boggs. You're up.
Sashi looks slightly impressed with the first movement of Blaine.
Okay, so Granny Boggs, she pulls out several seeds of a moon seed plant and a piece of opalescent feldspar, and she starts saying, "Moon, oh moon, come out tonight." And she casts Moonbeam.
Okay.
Let's see, it's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. I'm casting it on not the guy in front of Chris, but the guy behind him.
Okay. Great. All right, components. Yeah, great. When a creature. All right. Looks like you don't have to make a spell. Creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there. It's engulfed in ghostly flame that causes severe pains, and it makes a Constitution saving throw. So this doesn't happen right now. It happens whenever it starts its turn there. Yep. Okay. So it's going to make a Constitution saving throw whenever it gets to its turn. But right now, yes, a large moonbeam shoots down, centered 5 feet in this area right here. Let me see if I have a thing I can put on there. Boop. All right, let's just do this. Boop. There we go. There's a little moonbeam on him. Okay, great. Any movement there, Granny?
No, Granny's staying put.
All right. Did I not put your thing on the board? Where are you?
It looks like a weird, like...
Hold on.
It's because I changed my token, I think, after you'd already made it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that?
I think I'm the one standing next to Ian.
Oh, you. No, you're not. That's Demarin. No, I mislabeled yours. Hold on. You're the one in front here. I think.
Okay. That's...
I don't know because it's whatever
Either
it is.
way, I'm staying put.
Boggs. There you go. Okay. Save settings. I've labeled it. Okay. Then we get to Demrin. It's your turn.
I know it's stupid, but I think if you refresh, Dan, it'll fix it because I think the settings will come in. But
Hope it doesn't break.
Don't worry about it.
I already did it. I have to wait 10 seconds because roll 20.
That's mine. That's the only reason I thought maybe. Hopefully.
Okay. Anyway, Demrin, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Nope.
No.
I mean, it is your turn. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. How far away are they again?
You are right now. You are 50 feet away from the nearest knoll.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash for 60 feet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna sneak attack while I'm doing that, and then
Okay. So this is you right here. So are you running up here?
yes,
Okay. And then you're going to sneak attack this knoll?
sure, yes.
All right. Go ahead. So roll for attack.
Sorry.
Yeah, so roll a d20. And then add your attack modifier.
19.
19. That hits. So now roll for damage.
Which
Um,
what?
So you roll so it's that, so it's 8,
8.
and then plus 3d6.
Plus 3. Sure. 12.
20
So
damage.
20 damage.
12 for 20 damage. Nice.
Yep.
What are you attacking with? What did you use?
I have 2 daggers.
2 daggers. So you run up and you slice this thing for 20 damage. It looks very unwell as you do that. You slice it into basically almost ribbons, but it goes in Nolish. All right.
And it, because I'm a swashbuckling rogue, my fancy footwork says that the creature cannot make any opportunity attacks against me. Oh,
So you could walk away 10 feet.
Yeah,
right,
you could.
yeah.
You still got 10 feet of movement. So if you wanted to
Yeah,
back up.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna-
Okay, great. And you move back 10 feet right here. Great. All right. The hobgoblin's turn. The hobgoblins riding their giant use the first the giant vultures use their 125 feet of movement. Let's see. Gotta zoom out a bit. Oh, great. Perfect. All right. So it's going to use its 125 feet of movement to fly right here. And then it's going to attack you. Let's see. All my stuff reset because I reloaded the page. I apologize.
Sorry, that was my suggestion. Made
Unacceptable.
it worse.
Great. Okay. All right, and it's going to attack with its long sword. Right, and that is an 8. Blaine,
On me, that does not hit.
that does not hit. It misses.
And I just dodge out of the way and I just laugh.
Does not like it. However, this one, let's see. Yeah. This one here is going to fly closer It's going to come right there. Seeing that those are the only ones that they can see. All right. And then we get to Sashi. It's your turn.
So Dan, I'm sorry. Are the vulture flighted hobgoblins, are they still flying or are they sort of landing?
They're flying still, but they're within like range of the people. So they're like 5 feet away, but flying.
Okay.
So that they can slice them with swords.
So to clarify, who is the little ghosty figure? Since I can't see the eyes?
Can you see the name tags on them?
No.
Well, you're
Yeah.
Art.
But the one to the top left of me, who's that?
That is Boggs. You can't see the name tags that I put on there?
Unfortunately not. That's
Okay.
Okay, so for Boggs then and Tennyson, I cast Bless on them both and myself.
Okay.
So Sashi pulls out a vial of holy water and she throws it on each of them without explanation and herself. And as she does it, she says, "Gather close, my comrades, and bask in the brilliance of my divine favor. As I invoke the sacred power vested in me by the mightiest of deities, I just bestow upon you the blessing of Bahamut." And then I'm going to move.
Tennyson seems to really brighten up from this. He was like really afraid, but now he's like,
Yeah, I throw the water without much explanation, but that, and I run.
Okay. Go ahead and put yourself where you're running to.
I can't seem to move myself.
Well, that's because you're measuring stuff. You have to select the...
No, I mean when I click and select.
That's because you are a generic token for some reason.
So sorry.
Hold on. Boom. There you go. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I will move now to right. There, and I'm done.
Okay. Great. And then,
I'm gonna put what blessing does for you guys in the chat, so you know.
Tennyson.
"Oh, it's me!
Yes.
Hooray!" Sorry. All right. Well, let's see. Where is that blessing in the chat?
I have been moistened.
well,
It's going to give you
doesn't really
extra
matter.
to your roll, but
All right.
yeah, there you go.
I only have 25 feet of movement because I got short little Nomi legs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to move from here. Actually, I don't even need to go that far, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just going to go, whoops,
Sorry, go ahead.
here. And then since those duders are still flying,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... Oh my gosh, of course. My character sheet crashed. Okay, good. Here we go. I'm going to cast a spell called Gust of Wind.
Mm.
Yes, okay. Which I cast in a 60-foot line.
Okay.
So, draw a little line here. Oh, is this a click line? I don't know how far that is. How far is that? 50? Yeah, 60. So it'll get everyone here.
What are you trying to
That makes
do?
sense?
Gust of wind. Is that a 60-foot line from you?
A 60-foot line from me. So I guess really I could move like there-ish.
Okay.
60-foot line it so that it applies to everybody.
Okay. But it's just a 5-foot wide line that goes 60 feet.
Let's see. Range self 60-foot line. 10 feet wide.
Okay, that's what we needed to know.
Yeah.
All right, so a 10-foot wide line, 60 feet long.
And it's gonna blast everything and everyone who is not friends are not affected, directly to the left. So the westerly direction is the way that wind is going to go.
Okay,
I
great.
try to look very friend-shaped all of a sudden.
And it's going to get really blowy for everybody else, but just enough to like completely mess up their hair, depending on who cares about that. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed in a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from the line.
From you, the direction following the line. From
Yes.
you in the direction following the line. Great. Okay.
And they have to spend twice the movement to get to me. Disperses vapor, extinguishes candles, torches, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And also causes disadvantage on all attacks from flying things.
Okay, but this doesn't happen until their turn, so great. All right. So that is happening. Please remember that's happening. It is anything else there, Tennyson?
No, I think that's it for me.
All right. Now it's the Knoll's turn. So this Knoll is very upset. So it's going to start moving this way. Blaine, if you want to take an opportunity attack, you may, as it's running after Demerin.
That is a 15 to hit.
That just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wow, crushing it on these rolls. That's going to be 7 damage.
All right, this Knoll has expired. As it tries to move away, bleh, it is now dead.
Yeah, I just choke slam it.
You choke slam it right into the ground. This Knoll starts its turn. It is in Moonbeam, so it's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Here we go. All right, and that is 12. The spell save is 15, so it fails, and it takes so 2d10 radiant damage, which you already rolled, which was 12. So it's going to take 12 radiant damage. Oh, that's not it. Oop. There we go.
Eat my moonbeam.
Nom, 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 nom.
Minus 12. And then it's going to... That moonbeam is still there, but it's going to move out of it. It's going to move out of it, and it's going to run back this way because it's scared. Boom. Okay. These Knolls are going to hear what's happening, and they are just going to start running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right over towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 25, 30. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one jumps off of this pole. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Great. That's the Knoll's turn. And then we go back to Blaine. Blaine, you're up.
Yep. So displeased with the first business. I'm going to try and punch the guy that tried to longsword me.
Okay, great.
That is a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that does 7, 4, 11, 13 damage.
Yeah, great. So how did you were punching this guy?
So I kind of like choke slammed the one guy, and as I kind of come around, I just come up and swing, and just give this guy an uppercut in the.
Yeah, you punch him
chin.
You punch him super hard. He flies off of the back of his giant vulture, and his giant vulture flies away, because.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
that's him.
It's
Okay.
he dead. You punched him so hard he died.
Okay, and then I will come up to this guy here, and use my bonus attack for my unarmed fighting style.
Okay.
Sorry, my martial arts. And just do another another unarmed strike.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That does hit. Roll for damage.
And that does 14 damage.
Okay. And again, you punch this dude so hard. He expires.
Jeez.
Sashi is looking at Blake.
He goes,
very-
"Blow!"
That's
Punch him
that's my
backwards. The gnolls look at you and go, "Ow!"
turn.
Boggs, your turn. Granny Boggs.
So Granny Boggs. I'm going to I'm gonna move forward a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, and I'm doing the maths. I want to do Call Lightning.
Okay.
Let's see.
So you're getting rid of your moonbeam then.
Yeah, your moonbeam disappears whenever you cast this.
Point you see range bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud and everything. 5. Okay. So the guy with the arrow.
Okay. Yep.
So you see Granny standing there with her staff in the air, and she's swirling it around. And she says, "Powers of light that be, come down and make fricassee."
All right. So you're doing it right there. So it affects anything within 5 feet of the point that you do. Are you sure you want to do it there, or did you want to do it like right here in between these 3 guys, so it would hit all 3 of them?
Good point. I didn't know I could just do it in an area.
Yeah,
Yes.
it says a bolt flashes down from a cloud. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Please delete those arrows so that they
Also,
are no.
Dan, did you say that it was kind of like stormy outside right now?
Yes, it is kind of stormy outside. Right
So
now.
she gets plus 1d10 to the spell's damage.
Yes, you do. So,
Wow.
let's do. So first, let's make some dexterity saving throws for these 3 guys. Here we go. Knowles, dexterity. Ooh, 2 of them save, 1 does not. So, a creature takes 3d10 damage on a failed save, or half as much. Okay, so great. So roll 4d10. Ooh, okay. Not amazing. So 19. So this one in front takes 19 damage. But the other 2 saved. So they take 10 damage. But really good. Really good hit with that lightning.
Where is my erase?
You just have to click it. I got it. I already took care of it. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
You're
And
forgiven.
then next is Demerin. You're up.
Sweet. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna sneak attack. Go figure. And how far am I away from vulture thing?
You're only 10 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack and then hide.
Well, you should hide first, so because you can't get sneak attack unless you hide first. So
she's swashbuckler, so she can't unless it's counted as two things.
For my bonus action for
well, sneak attack you need advantage in order to.
So swashbuckler has fancy footwork.
Nice.
It makes it so you can do it.
Great.
As long as it's
So
one
then,
target.
great. So you move up, and then you are attacking, and you use to get sneak attack damage on it. Great. So go ahead and attack.
Okay.
All right. Great. That definitely hits. So roll for damage.
Oh,
Did you not roll to hit?
I thought I did.
Did you?
Did I? Okay, wait.
She rolled damage. I saw.
I was.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 20 damage. So
Yeah.
first, let's see if it hits.
12 to hit.
Hold. Again, all my things disappear. That definitely misses. So no damage. You swing at it with your twin daggers, and it flaps backwards. He goes, "Don't swipe at me with your little blades, lady, or guy, owl guy. I'm riding a bird. I don't need to take this from a bird." Hobgoblins speak common, so great. Anything else there?
Now I'm gonna hide.
Okay. Now you're gonna hide. You get real low.
Yeah.
Shh. Okay, great. Then we go to the next person, who is the hobgoblin. Okay, it's like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? She's hiding. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna. This guy just punched my friend to death, so I'm gonna fly over here, and I'm gonna attack him, with my longsword.
Does she get an attack of opportunity?
She does get an attack of opportunity.
Go ahead and roll it.
Just roll a d20 and then add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Would the disadvantage from the wind here still apply or no?
Oh, it does. The wind. Yes, reminding me of the wind.
Thank you.
I gotta
16 to hit.
Where's the wind? Where's the wind thing? Okay, gust of wind. Strength saving throw.
The disadvantage for flying creatures is under a different rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide, but I can pull it for you. It's just for this turn they get a disadvantage on attack.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Great. Cool. Well, he got a 5, so he'll attack again. See if he gets a 1. Nope. So he misses. And then he also has to make a strength saving throw of 14. And your save was 15, so he gets blown back a bunch. 15 feet away from you. Whoops. 5, 10, 15. And then he slams into this knoll, and then this knoll flies into this pillar and dies. Because he got hit with a bird guy. All right. Next, Sashi, it's your turn.
So that ruined everything Sashi was going to do. Why did you do this? Okay. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Now he's 20 feet away, huh? And then Sashi is going to move twice. That's all she can do.
Okay, so you're gonna dash.
Boring, yes. Sashi likes flair. She's gonna go here.
Okay.
She's gonna dash to here, and that's it.
Great. Okay, and then we have Tennyson. Your turn.
Nice. All right, I am going to Tennyson. Is going to. Oh man, my poor short little legs. 30 feet. I think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna move here, and then I'm going to pull out my my arcane tome and read the words for firebolt. So I sort of like cook up a little fireball in my hand and chuck it at the bird. Actually, not
Okay.
not the knoll, the bird.
At the bird. All right. Good. Great.
Okay, so the way that I do that is let's see. I have to make a ranged spell attack, which I do by clicking a button somewhere. I think. Help me, Dan. Somebody help
Are
me. Oh
you
my
are
God,
you
ranged
doing
spell
doing it on roll 20?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So you just have to click on the spell itself, like the name of it.
Oh, okay. Spells. Clicking on the spell. Click. Spell.
There we go. All right. So you rolled a 22, which definitely hits.
Okay. So the vulture takes 7 damage.
7 damage to the vulture. It goes whack as you do damage, and it is pretty mad. And then 5 fire damage as well.
I don't know what that is. Sorry, no, that was just clicking things. 7 was the damage that I rolled.
Yep, 7 damage. Great, perfect. Okay, it's great, cool. And then Tennyson, that's the end of your turn. And then the gnolls.
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Is the vulture flammable?
It's a vulture. I don't think it's a flammable object.
As
So-
flammable as vultures are.
I was kind of hoping it would light on fire.
Okay. So this gnoll is going to come up here, and then he's going to attack you. Sashi, he's going to bite at you.
Yep.
That's a 16. Does that hit?
Misses.
Okay.
She quickly just like steps back. Nothing.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This one comes up to you, Blaine. It's going to attack with its spear. That's a natural 1. It stabs itself in the face, and it dies. Because it is a gnoll, and it's dumb. This one is going to also come up to you, Sashi. And it's going to attack you with its spear. That's an 11 to hit.
She just laughs at it.
Okay. This one's running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. And then at the end of this round, you all hear a sound from over in the temple.
Oh dear.
That's a completely fine sound and nothing is wrong.
I see that my snack today will be more than just some gnolls. Well, they were gonna be a bit stringy anyway, so delicious, delicious adventurers it is.
As a young blue dragon steps out right here. There we go. And then let's roll for initiative on the young blue dragon.
What do you do?
What?
He's rolling
Oh
initiative.
my
Go for the
god.
dragon.
Okay. All right. Blaine, it's your turn.
Okay. I just point at the dragon. I'm like, "You're next." But while I'm on the way, I'm gonna smack this guy right here.
Okay, go ahead and smack him.
That's gonna be a 20. A 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that'll do 11 damage.
Ooh, you hit him really hard, and his jaw pops off, but he's like, he's still kicking.
Okay. I'll give him my bonus action attack from my martial arts.
Okay,
That's
roll.
gonna be an 18 to hit,
Yep, hits.
and that does a lot of damage. Not a lot, but like 11.
If it's more-
sorry,
If
it's
more-
14 damage.
It's more than one. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he expires as you punch his face into a pulp.
And then I continue going forward. I think I moved 10, so
Yep.
25, 30, 35, 40. That's my turn.
Okay. Boggs, you're up. Granny Boggs.
Granny Boggs is standing there with her staff, still concentrating from the lightning spell, and she's swirling her staff around, and she says, "Lightning again!"
All right.
And strikes this time. I'm assuming that's hitting like the vulture and that guy.
Yeah. It's riding it. So, that would also hit Sashi if you were to do it right. Oh no! Are you doing it right
No, it's
here?
above him.
Are you doing it
in
right
the square
here?
above him. Yeah,
Okay,
square above
great.
him.
Thank you. All right. Great. So, yep. So do a spell attack there, right? Or no, they make Constitution. They make a save. So dexterity saving throws. Here we go. Noel, dexterity saving throw. That's a 20, so it takes half damage. And then the vulture is going to do a dexterity saving throw. That's a 4, so it fails. So go ahead and roll damage for that. So roll 4d10. $33. Yeah. The vulture gets incinerated. It's gone. It's ashes, and so is this guy. And you know what? The hobgoblin that's riding it doesn't make any sense. It's electricity. He's also incinerated. Everybody gets incinerated. Hooray for incineration.
And you get a lightning. And Granny Boggs scurries forward. And that's the end for my turn.
Okay, Demerin, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to dash over to. There's 2 gnolls left?
There's 2 gnolls left. Yeah, right here
Okay.
and
I
right.
think I can only dash over to the one that's closer. So, do that and sneak attack, of course.
Okay. All right, so I think that's this guy. Yep. So go ahead and attack.
Okay. It's a little 11.
That's 11.
Yeah.
That does not hit. It blocks you with its little shield made out of human skin that it has.
Ugh.
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to Dash away.
If you dash away, you'll take an attack roll.
Oh, damn. Okay, never mind.
Then you could just stay there and maintain attacking.
Sure.
Okay, great. The hobgoblins are all dead. So then this dragon, this young blue dragon, let's see, is going to come out. All right, so it's going to leap down. 10.
The blue eyes white dragon, right?
Yeah, it's a blue eyes white dragon. So, and then it's going to burrow underground. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it is now underground. The only thing you can see is its a horn sticking out of the top of its head, or out of the ground. So you can attack it. You'll just get disadvantage while it's burrowing.
Okay.
Yes, this dragon can burrow.
As all dragons do.
Well, no, blue dragons specifically. Not all dragons
No,
can.
I'm joking.
Okay. And then actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn back time. It's not actually gonna do that. It's actually gonna land right here. So it is just gonna walk. It's just gonna walk. Well, it's only the speed of 40 feet. So it jumps down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. Great. And then it's going to use just to make this exciting. It's going to use its lightning breath.
Dan, can I counterspell lightning breath?
No, because it's not a spell. It's an ability.
You have your ring.
I have my ring, but
All right.
Chris doesn't.
So it's just going to shoot it forward in a 60-foot direction. Actually, probably right here. It's only 5 feet wide. So it's gonna.
I was gonna say it misses then.
So it's gonna shoot it at you, Chris. Let's see.
Yep.
Let me see if it can get anyone else with it. Advanced. Whoops. Advanced is drawing. Okay.
Enhance.
All right. Nope. All right. So just gonna be you for right now. So make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 21.
All right. So you manage to dive out of the way. However, you do take. How do I do this? /roll 10 D10. There we go. All right. So 51. So that's 20. You take 25 points of lightning damage.
Did not like that.
Okay. That's and then the young dragon says,
I enjoy a tasty toasty meal.
and then Sashi, it's your turn.
Sashi looks very frustrated that the creatures she came to died before she could hurt them. And then the dragon came out, and now it's too far from her. So she's going to this knoll with a lot of frustration. So she bops over to it quickly, and she bonks it with extreme prejudice.
Extreme bonking. Got it.
Extreme bonking with her axe. And she does that plus roll 1d4 for the blessing she still has. And
right.
oh, sorry. Does
That's
that
it.
hit before I do
Yeah,
anything?
25 hits. Yes.
Okay, sorry. So then her damage is 8 plus 3.
All right. So, but why is it plus 3?
Because of the blessing.
Oh, that's what the
That
bless.
she
I thought the
yeah.
blessing was to hit. I didn't think it was to damage.
No, it's to damage.
Okay, great. So,
1d4.
so 8 plus 3 is 11. So it takes 11 damage. It still looks pretty good, but now it's mad at you.
Oh, and sorry, she gets an extra hit because she's a level 5 paladin
Great.
with fighting style. So she's going to roll for hit again. Boop. And does 3 more.
Wait, you didn't roll to you didn't roll to actually hit though. You just did the damage.
Oh, sorry. How does that work? Is it
You
just
just
like 2 hits?
No, you
or-
just roll again. You roll another attack. Whenever you attack, whenever you use the attack action, you get 2 attacks. All right, and a 9 misses. So you don't.
Yeah.
So you miss that second.
Okay. She's still frustrated.
Ooh, so mean. Oh, so mean. Great. Whoops. Opened up that. Okay. So then that is Tennyson. Your turn.
Okay. Tennyson is going to sprint with all of the speed that his tiny little short legs can carry him over here. That's 25 feet. And then he's going to use his bonus action to cast a spell that is called Expeditious Retreat, but I'm not going to actually expeditiously retreat.
Okay.
It just allows me to then move. It allows me to then dash.
Got it.
So in future turns. So I'm
Great.
just going to use this turn to move another 25. Yeah, up kind of behind this pillar here so that I have half cover.
Sure. Perfect. Okay. Oh, and Allison, I did read bless. It doesn't add damage. It just adds to the attack roll, not the damage.
Sorry, misread.
Okay. Great. All right. So now you're expeditiously retreating, but not retreating. Very good. You're hiding behind a
Correct.
pole. Okay. And then we go back to the Knoll's turn. There's only 2 of them. This one is mad. He's going to attack you with a spear. Sashi, that's a 15. Does that hit?
Does not.
Okay. Great.
She steps to the side again.
And then this other one's going to attack with a spear against you, Demarin. That's a 10. That misses, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Cool. The Knolls are done. And then we go back up to Blaine. It's your turn.
Okay. I run forward and give him a good
A good punching?
Good punching.
All right. Punch that dragon, baby.
21 to hit. 21 to hit.
21. That does hit. Roll for damage.
That does 14 damage.
Okay. 14 damage. Great.
And then I'm going to use a key point to do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
So that's 2 more attacks.
Great.
The first one is an 18.
That just hits.
Okay. The second one is a 13, so that misses.
That
Just the
misses.
one.
Yep.
So that does another 14 damage.
All right. 14 damage. Great. It looks very mad as you punch it in its face a few times.
And I'm going to action surge and attack one more time.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a 16, so that misses.
That misses. Yes.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Great. Boggs, Granny Boggs, you're up.
All right, you see Granny Boggs pull out a little pouch and stuff some skunk cabbage leaves in her mouth.
Gross.
And then
Gross.
all of a sudden you see her going, and you hear,
Ew.
That was
Gross.
so wet sounding.
That was wet.
She casts Stinking Cloud on the dragon.
Okay, so it's a 20-foot thing. Great. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So that is, yeah. So where are you centering it on? Tell me which square you're centering it on. If you double click on the square, it'll make a little bloop bloop happen.
It's hard
Okay.
to do that with the dragon sitting
So
there, but
so right there.
I don't want to hit Chris. Yeah.
Okay. Great. All right. Stinking cloud on right there. Great. All right. That last.
That's it for my turn.
Great. Last. So you're concentrating. Cloud lingers in the air for each creature is completely within the cloud. Starts of its turn. Must make a Constitution saving throw against poison. On a failed save. Great. All right. So it has to make a DC 15. Okay. Great. Demarin, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this gnoll. That's
Got it.
5 feet of, or sneak attack, excuse me.
Yep. So roll a d20. Get that gnoll. Get it. The gnoll goes.
15.
15 just hits.
Oh, yay! It's like the first time I've hit in a while. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna use my. Since I was okay.
Math.
14 plus 8 is 22. She pulled out her rapier.
Nice. So 22 damage.
Yes.
Great. You take your rapier and you stab it right up through the gut of this gnoll, and it goes. And you've made a gnoll kebab, and that gnoll is dead.
Yummy.
Yummy.
A delicious, delicious gnoll kebab. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Gnoll
Great.
kebabs for me. Okay.
And then, can I use my bonus action to dash over towards?
Well, you could just use your movement. You haven't moved at all, so you don't have
sweet. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Yeah. Over towards the dragon.
to. Okay.
What?
How many?
It's 30, right?
How many?
30.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Like right there? Or
Yeah.
okay. Hobgoblins are dead. Dragon's turn. Dragon makes a Constitution saving throw. He gets a +8 to his Constitution saving throws. He gets a natural 20. Yeah, so I don't think anything happens to him. Yeah, he takes no damage. The poison has unaffected him, and he is going to roll. Let's roll a d6 to see if he gets his breath weapon back.
God damn it.
He does. So what he's going to do? Let's see. The dragon is going to move 5, 10, 15. No, he's not. he's gonna go 5. There we go. Perfect. And then he
Chris get an attack when he does that.
no, because he's
out of my.
yeah. And then he's going to use his breath weapon. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's nice. All right, he's going to. So he needs Blaine, Demarin, and Sashi. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws, and the Knoll is also going to make a dexterity saving throw, which he fails and is roasted into a pulp. So
I got a 9, so I'm pretty sure that's not great for me.
Yep,
I
that's.
got an 8, so it's also not great.
Yep, also bad. Demarin.
14.
14 also fails. All right, so let's /roll.
10d10.
10. So that's 57 points of lightning damage.
So I take all of it, and I take all of it, and you just kind of see me go down, but then you see me kind of like I'm like laying on the ground, and then you just see me
Do you kick up?
do the Undertaker. Like,
Yeah. Oh, you're like. Ugh.
So I have relentless endurance. When I'm reduced to 0 hit points but not killed, I can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Okay, great.
So I have 1 hit point.
All right.
I have uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to half the attack's damage against you.
Okay, great. So you use uncanny dodge. You dodge out of the way of this crazy lightning bolt. So instead you take what's half of 57? 20. Wait.
28.5.
28. So you take 28 points of lightning damage instead.
Sashi also has relentless endurance, so she she's like sucks in all of the lightning, and you see it just kind of explode out of her.
Okay.
And she looks really, really rough, but she's still standing.
All right. Wow. Very, very good. You're still there, guys.
I thought that would have gotten you, but you know what? I guess, yeah. I guess it'll be extra well done by delicious, tasty snacks.
All right. So now it's Sashi. It's your turn.
Sashi. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, she full tilt charges at this dragon.
You got it.
It's off at this point. And she is going to just take a huge, like she full tilt charges, raises her axe in the air, and tries to crack it down on the dragon's head.
Okay, great.
So we'll see
Oh,
how
did you check and see if you still have concentration on bless?
Yeah, that's a good question, I guess.
Okay, so you would need to roll. You would need to
a pretty big.
Yeah,
number.
you'd need to roll like a 35 or something like that.
Well, it would be 28, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 28. Roll a 28, and then you'll maintain the bless.
Roll a 28 with what? There's no
Just
way.
roll a natural 20. You have a
Yeah,
5%.
just roll it. Yeah, just roll a natural 20.
Not.
Oh, it's close.
Oh.
That was close. That was close. Didn't do it.
19 for the viewers at home. I don't know. If
It was a 19. So bless is gone. But go ahead and attack with your axe.
Okay, so I'm going to attack.
This dragon is mad. He thought he was going to get a tasty snack right away, but all 3 of you are still kicking.
Sashi is literally pissed beyond belief, so feeling is mutual.
That's an 18. That just hits.
Wait.
So
Right,
she does
so-
8 slashing, and she gets the extra attack from her fighting.
So roll another attack then.
But also, aren't you gonna?
Yep.
Aren't you gonna what?
Nothing.
I'm not going to do anything because I didn't.
Yeah, and you missed the second one.
You're not gonna smite?
Oh, I forget I can do that now that I'm 5.
That's like your thing.
Paladin,
Yeah.
smite. Smite, smite, smite.
Lost
I
Alice
rage,
into the
you
green
smite.
screen.
Yeah, it happens. It's okay. I'm not on screen anymore on the stream, so they can't even tell. Yes, so I'm going to do my smite. Which, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read what I roll.
Well, you just add it to your attack.
Yeah, it's 1d8, right?
Yes.
Wow.
1. All right. -1.
Let's
Perfect.
pretend that was better.
There you go. You did it. Good job. Okay. And then are anything else you want to do there or say?
She says to the dragon, I am Sashi Sky Crusher, and I'm here to crush you with the sky.
He goes,
Sounds really cool for a very lacking impressive attack she just did.
I can't say I understand exactly what that means, but you'll be crunchy, so that's fine.
All right, Tennyson, you're up.
All right, I stand up from behind the pillar there.
Yep.
Like poke my head up above it since I'm real short, and I say, "I challenge you to a duel of the minds."
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Are you casting
Dragon?
something or is Oh. So make a
Trying
person.
to convince it to engage in a duel of the minds with me. 'Cause
Okay.
Blue dragons are all about like intelligence, right, and like being
Are you-
smart.
No,
You're gonna have a
not
riddle
really.
fight? Riddles. Do riddles.
Riddle time! I want to riddle off.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Disadvantage.
Please roll a 20.
Come on. Double 20s. It's all I need right now. Core persuasion, which I have. Whew. How did it go? Did
That's
I
a
do it?
4. That's a 4.
It doesn't want to do a duel of riddles.
Hey, bud, I already answered a bunch of riddles earlier today. I'm pretty full on, thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm gonna chuck some magic at it.
Okay.
Let's see. I think the best thing to do here is just keep throwing firebolts. So I'm going to use a dash to dash up over here behind this pillar. And then chuck another firebolt around it.
All right, go ahead. Make an attack.
Got to turn off disadvantage.
Oh, that hits. Look at that. Your
Hell
firebolt
yeah.
hits.
And here comes a do I add anything to?
No, it's just straight 2d10 or 12 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
2d10, nothing, no modifiers.
Yeah, all you have to do is just
Haha!
Whoa, 15.
good.
That's pretty good.
For firebolt.
Suck it, dragon.
All right. That dragon was like, "Ow, that actually he looks a little pissed off."
You would rather do riddles, wouldn't you? At
You
this
know, I'm kind of thinking about it. Maybe I'm thinking about the riddles. I'm thinking about the riddles. I'm thinking about it. It sounds pretty cool.
All right. Then we move on to our next player, which is nobody. It goes back up to Blaine. Blaine, it's your turn. We're back at the top of the initiative order.
How's this dragon looking?
Great. He looks great.
Oh fuck. Okay. That's
Looking
not great
real
for me.
healthy.
I'm gonna kind of circle around this way, and do for my action. I'm going to do. I'm gonna drink this potion.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 2d4 plus 2. So that's gonna be 8.
All right. So you're up to 9 health now.
And then I'm going as my bonus action to action surge, or not action surge, that other thing I do, second wind.
Second wind. Okay.
So I'll regain 1d10 plus 2.
Okay. Great.
So that is fucker. Oh, 3.
Okay. So you're up to a healthy 11 now.
12.
12.
Sure.
You're a healthy 12.
That was a fat roll on that D10.
All right.
Big old one. That's my turn.
All right. Mama Boggs, it's your turn.
So Mama Boggs, she looks at the dragon and she says, "It's time for something thorny." And she smiles evilly and she casts Spike Growth.
Okay, so this cloud disappears. Spike growth, 20-foot radius centered on a point within range. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When the creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage. I should have left that thing there. Hold on.
It's a 4x4 square, so
It's a square. Got it.
It's an 8x8 square.
By 8 square.
it's an 8x8 right square.
Radius, not circumference. So radius would be half the circle,
A 20-foot radius. Oh, gotcha.
right? Because radius is halfway through the circle. So that's half. So the full amount is 40.
So that would affect everybody in this area.
So, I mean, unless it was centered.
I mean, it depends on where she sends.
Yeah,
her, so-
where you
Centered
putting
here.
it?
Ian, it's so dark where you are. Dark and mysterious.
Yeah,
Here's
I know,
the-
it's so like.
I made the
sensual
square.
for
Okay, so it's
whole
so you're centering it
person.
there. Okay. So like that is what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Great. Spike growth. Boom. You did it. Good job.
I'm concentrating.
You're concentrating on it.
Spiky times.
Spiky times. Okay. Demerin, it's your turn.
Okay. So okay. So I'm gonna move over to the dragon.
Okay.
And do
Oh my God, Allison, your keyboard.
I'm so sorry. I keep
yeah.
muting it and then I forget.
You attacking?
Yeah,
You need
sneak
quiet
attack and
keys.
All right, so roll to d20.
Is Ian there or is he gone?
He's
I think he
he's there. He's just
I don't think he is.
he's in the dark.
21.
Roll 11.
No, 13.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
20.
okay. So 21 to hit.
That hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
8. I guess I will use my rapier for piercing. So, or wait, no, sneak attack can't be rapier, right?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it can.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm thinking of something. 24 damage.
All right. 24 damage. This dragon is starting to look a little bit worried. As
Good.
you are all attacking it.
Can I use my bonus action to disengage?
Yes, you can. And then do you want to? Do you have any movement that you want to do or go away?
You don't have to use disengage.
Yeah, you don't have to do that technically.
You don't have to because of fancy footwork.
Oh.
So you're good.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it can't make a
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna dash.
Okay, where are you gonna go? Over with Tennyson?
Yeah, you can hide behind that barrier.
Or, yes.
All right, over with Tennyson. Great. All right. Let's see if the dragon gets his.
High five, pillar friends. Okay.
All right, the dragon does not get his breath
Thank
weapon
God.
back. Instead, he's going to multi-attack. So, Sashi, he's going to bite you. That's a 27 to hit.
Oh, shit.
Fortunately, that does hit.
Okay.
That definitely hits.
That hits? What?
All right, so you take 10 piercing and 3 lightning damage.
She's down.
Uh,
Yeah, she's down.
All right. Then he's going to rotate, and then use, and then he's going to attack Blaine with his claws.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
You take 12 slashing damage.
Half to 6.
Okay. And then he's going to attack you again. That's a 21.
That'll hit.
And then you take 11 slashing damage.
Ooh, I have 1 health again.
All right. Great. And then it has to do creature. Yeah, it's not going to move. It's good. So it's not going to take any damage from the thorns because it's not moving. And then it is now Sashi's turn. Make a death saving throw, Sashi.
I would love to. That's what I dreamed of. And death.
Okay, that's 1 success. So you're good for now. Okay, next is Tennyson, your turn.
okay, I am going to cast a spell called
Wanda.
a spell called Where is this spell?
Give us a hint.
Oh, here we go.
Give us a hint. Hypnotic pattern.
So, twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. Pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed, which
Okay.
means they would be incapacitated. And so I'll use that same, what is that, 30-foot box that...
If it takes
Yeah.
any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor, it does. It does so.
Yes, but then hopefully we'll have an opportunity to pick what's her face up, Sashi.
Sashi. All right. Well, here let's make the wisdom saving throw. That's a 13.
Haha!
All right. He's charmed. So he kind of like
Dang charming.
his eyes go like, "Bah, bah, bah," and he gets a
Okay.
little charmed.
Okay. Nobody touch it! Quick, get Sashi!
So, the charm spell only affects. It can't attack you.
Oh, really?
It could still attack me.
It says it's incapacitated.
No. This is different. Hypnotic pattern is
Oh.
different than charmed. So, it's
Oh, I see.
it's charmed by the spell, but it's not charmed. It's incapacitated. So, it can't do
Can't
anything.
take actions or reactions.
Riddler over here.
Yeah. Okay. So now Blaine, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, that changes what I'm doing.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
Really want to.
I have more healing flasks if anyone needs them. Blaine's like sweating from the decision making.
So the problem is I also will lose my rage if I don't hit it, and it doesn't attack me, and I only have 1 health left also. So I was hoping to
Yeah,
hit it
I
a little
mean,
bit more before.
It says
okay.
it's, let's see, duration up to 1 minute. So each turn is
Okay.
how long, Dan?
Does it get
6 seconds, but
Does it get to do a wisdom save every turn?
it's going to The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if somebody else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. No, it's that until the next person touches it. So basically, you have a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna come over here, pick up Sashi, and carry her over here. And then take your flask and chuck it.
Okay. Let me go delete some heals from my bag.
Well, so okay, so for what did you do for Sashi?
I just like picked up her body and bringing her over to this relative safe space behind this pillar.
Okay, that's fine. I'll allow it. All right.
And then hoping that I can use as an action to chug, unless my action is picking her up and carrying her.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's there's not a whole lot else going on right now. So
right.
Yeah.
So I lose, and then I presumably I'll lose my rage.
Well, so she has a potion, and then Tennyson has a potion. What are you doing with the potions? Who's getting the potion? Because she's dead. She's unconscious still.
Oh, I see. I guess I'll give her.
I have another. I think I have two. Hold on, let me check my.
Well, everybody should have one. Everybody has one.
Yeah.
There's the one that you gave me, but I gave that was the only item I gave myself.
Okay, gotcha.
Was a little healing potion.
Okay, so you have 2 healing potions. Great.
Yes. So he could have one and she could have one.
Okay, great. So you both get healing potions dumped into your faces by Blaine. So 2d4 plus 2.
So I get
so
mine back.
Sashi, roll 2d4 plus 2 as healing potion is shoved into your face. Three. But you're back up. And you have 3 hit
Back
points. All right.
Yeah.
It's another D4.
Oh, one more d4. 2 d4. So one more d4.
So 6 total.
5.
Oh, sorry, 5 total.
All right, 5 total. Great. Okay. All right, Boggs, your turn.
So Boggs is gonna scurry.
Okay.
And Boggs is going to cast Cure Wounds. Which one looks worse?
Right now, Sashi looks the worst.
Okay, so I'll cast Cure Wounds on Sashi.
All right, so go ahead, click on that.
So
Get that 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
While we're all healing and all of this, I'm like, should we consider hiding or perhaps running away?
No.
Considering what
We beat this
Tactical
thing.
retreat.
All right, so you get 5, Sashi. You get 5 points. And then anything else there, Boggs?
No.
All right, Demerin, it's your turn.
Oh well, I'm gonna yes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hand my my healing potion to Blaine.
Okay. Great. There you go. He can't take it right now, but you can. But he's got it. Well, you could take it right now. Go ahead and take it right now, just for fun.
That's another 7 for me.
Okay, great. Go ahead and add that. And then we get to Demerin. It's your turn.
I'm gonna sneak attack it.
No.
What?
Are we starting that?
Oh, we're not doing. Okay, then no.
All right. If you guys want to plan, do that quick because then we're gonna so we could keep things moving here.
Yeah.
That.
So like semi out of turn order.
Yeah.
Do we have any more potions?
Wait. How about? I mean, do you guys want to do like a linked up multi attack all at one time? Because right now, it's frozen in place.
Right. Yeah.
A la Magical Girl / Sailor Moon
Yes,
multi-attack?
exactly
Yeah,
like that.
But before we do that, I would like to heal myself with Lay on Hands.
Yeah, can I also?
Okay, do it quickly. We're running out of time.
I will take any
You know
healing that
it's good.
anyone can give me.
I just have a potion of healing for myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2d4
I
plus
think
2.
we have Demara drop the two large orc characters on top of it at the same time as someone's, I'll throw fire in his face again.
Can I climb up to the? Do I have time to climb up to that little ledge that
top
it
of the
came out of,
pillar?
so that I can jump off of it?
Yeah.
Give it like an
Yeah,
elbow
totally.
drop?
Yeah, you could totally elbow drop.
Before he does that, though, I'm casting Lay on Hands, and I touch him and cast it on myself. So I give him 10 HP, and I give myself 15.
Okay, great. Go ahead and add that.
And then we're going to attack.
Yes.
And I'm going to re-rage before I attack.
Great. Okay, so you all do that. So here's what I want everybody to do. Everybody roll an attack with advantage because this thing is incapacitated. So every attack you do is going to have advantage.
And
Okay.
I'm also gonna do flurry of blows if that's
Okay.
gonna be allowed as well.
So here we go. So Blaine, let's start with you. So do all your attacks.
Okay, so elbow drop, and then flurry of blows. So first attack is a 26 to hit,
Hits.
and that does 10 damage.
Okay.
Flurry of blows first attack, that's gonna miss. Second attack, that's gonna miss as well. That's a 16.
Did you do that?
Both
You did
my-
those with advantage. All of those with advantage, right?
All those missed with advantage. Yep.
Okay.
That
All right.
is bummer.
So 10 points of damage. Okay. The next person in line is Boggs. What are you doing during this magical girl multi-attack?
Granny Boggs holds up her staff and goes, "Rah!" and she goes running in.
Okay.
'Cause I'm out of spells to cast, and I'm gonna smack him with my quarterstaff
do you have any
two-handed.
cantrips?
Nothing that does damage.
Oh, okay. You didn't get like shillelagh.
No,
I
she
do have
did.
shillelagh.
Oh yeah, use shillelagh instead.
You shillelagh.
What are you all just saying? Funny Scottish?
Yes.
No, that's a really good druid spell.
Shillelagh! And I put the mistletoe on it.
Great. Perfect.
So you use your spell casting ability to hit instead,
Yeah, which is better.
which is better.
So go ahead and click on shillelagh. See what that does.
What did you roll to hit?
What do I roll to hit with it?
Well, it's what you would use to cast your spells.
So in your spell area, there should be like a spell casting modifier, in addition to like a spell DC.
Wisdom.
So what's your wisdom and
Spell
what's your
attack
proficiency?
bonus 7.
Okay, so it's 7 plus whatever you rolled.
So okay, so roll a d20.
Okay.
Okay.
Misses.
So it's a 10. So you miss, unfortunately.
Carrie, you don't have wild shape or anything? Like shape shifting?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a druid. I can wild shape, but
Okay. Great. All right.
Granny did what she did.
Granny done what she did. Okay. Great. Okay, Demerin, your attack, please.
Roll 2d20s to hit. With advantage.
Yeah, because you have advantage. Yep.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Nice.
18 and 18.
Both of those both hit.
Yeah, they're both 18.
Both 18.
Nice.
26 to hit. Okay, so you hit.
Yay!
All right. So
Okay.
how much damage?
Yep. Oh,
7 plus 6 is
13.
13.
13. Okay. Great. Sashi. Your magical girl attack.
Yeah, so Sashi screams, Moon Scry Crusher power team up! Just kidding. That would be what I would do if this was really a magical girl moment.
I mean, you could still do that.
So I'm gonna roll I'm gonna just try to crack him in the skull after casting Divine Favor. So when she casts Divine Favor, she says, "Behold the might of Bahamut's champion! Witness as I call upon the divine splendor of the Platinum Dragon himself! Prepare to be bathed in the glory of celestial light and cleanse the darkness from this wretched place." Really extra. And then she rolls advantage to hit with Divine Favor. Sorry, that was wrong. She rolled a... Shit.
So 13's the highest one plus all your stuff.
Yeah. No, I gotta go back and look. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. So that would be... Oops.
That would be oops.
Plus 5. So 18 and 16.
All right, so 18 hits.
Great. So then she's going to hit for that plus... Sorry.
Backslash. There we go. So 8 damage.
8 damage. And then with her extra attack, does Divine apply again?
You can re-roll it.
You
but
can
you can do another smite.
Yeah, you can do it. You could do another smite. So first you roll for attack again. That misses. So
Dang it.
you don't hit it. Well, no. You
Oh, wait,
have to roll with
advantage.
advantage. So do it again.
Dang
Nope,
it.
still misses. Okay.
Yeah, we tried.
And then Tennyson, you're up.
Okay, so at this point, is the dragon awake again?
No, because you're all doing all of these things at exactly the same time.
What I'm wondering is, can I cast my spell again now that everyone has hit it? So we can put it back to
If you choose to not be part of the magical girl attack, then yes, you can do it again. You just
I
have to
think
wait
that-
until. So you're gonna.
Assuming that he fails.
So
the,
you're gonna hold your action until everybody attacks, and then you're gonna cast it again. Okay,
That's correct.
great, perfect. All right, and then the last person is. No, that's it. That's everybody. Okay, so. So you guys, I'm so sorry. You only did like 31
Yeah.
damage to.
Yeah, we looked good doing it.
You looked really good doing it. It doesn't look
really rough rolls.
It doesn't look happy. But then Tennyson immediately casts
Hypnotic bullshit.
hypnotic pattern again.
Yes, that's correct. The dancing colors.
All right,
What is
let's
it called? Hold on, let me go find it.
So no, I see it. Okay,
Hypnotic.
so he has to make a
hypnotic
wisdom
pattern.
saving throw to beat a DC of 15.
Oh no!
And it's like, huh.
Fool me
Silvery
once.
barbs? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, do you have it?
I don't. I'm a paladin.
Fool me
Um,
twice.
But guess
Can't
what?
believe
It's
it.
not its turn. It's Blaine's turn.
I'll fucking go again.
Go for it, buddy.
Advantage, right?
Yeah, you're flanking, technically.
That's not how that works. A 17 to hit, which misses.
Yep.
And then I'll use my bonus attack to try again. Fuck me. It's a 15.
Misses.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Next is Boggs.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is turning into a shape-shifting into a alligator
Okay,
and
great.
taking a chomp at him, but I don't know what I roll.
You don't roll anything, you just do it.
Yeah. You would just do bite. Bite is okay. Yeah, so you would roll plus oh god. Okay, hold on. Gotta find an alligator. Gotta find an alligator.
Surely you've been an alligator at least once, Allison.
Okay, crocodile. Close enough.
Actually, no alligator. No.
Okay, so great. So roll a d20 and then add +4. Just misses. Unfortunately, that's a 17. Or I'm sorry, no, you did it already. That's a 13. Okay. Great. Next is oops, pull it up. Demarin, your turn.
Okay, wait. Have I been ignoring my rakish audacity like this whole time?
What do you mean?
So it says as long as I'm within 5 feet, I don't need advantage to use sneak attack.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been doing that. Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and attack.
You sneak stuck attack every turn.
Yeah, you've been sneaking all the time.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Guys, you're doing real well against this dragon. I thought he was going to eat you all
25.
so fast. He almost did, and then you all had abilities that made you not die right away.
Yay.
It's 25 to hit.
That hits. Great.
That is how we roll.
Damage. I would just want to say that Demarin, with his pointy swords, has done the most damage to this dragon
Yeah.
so far. I think.
Tashi will tell the tale
22.
that she did the most.
22. This dragon doesn't look great, guys. It looks pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Which is pretty rough because it's his turn. So he's gonna roll a d6. Oh boy. And then he's gonna move around here.
It takes 4 opportunity attacks.
He's gonna take 4 opportunity attacks because he's gonna try and do it.
God damn it! I have missed 5 attacks in a row.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
But before that, you got like so many hits in.
You
Yeah,
did.
because they were easy. They were little null
Little
bullshit
guys.
Nulls.
All right, Demarin, you make an opportunity attack.
Yep.
I rolled a hit.
Okay.
That's not going to do it. 13.
13, not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Sashi, opportunity attack.
Yeah, she's gonna take that.
Yeah. And then Granny, you want to take an opportunity attack as well, so roll a d20.
Of course.
Oh.
That's a 7
Do I
that
add the
misses.
+4 again.
Rough.
Yep, you
rolls
add
out
plus
here.
4.
Sashi's rolls have not been great, guys.
That's natural 1. Okay. He's the All right. Let's just
That's
Not
rough.
easy being green.
That is rough.
okay, can he get
Well, damn. I had a good life.
Yeah, he
Can I
can...
fly out of the way?
Well, you can uncanny dodge this.
Fine.
But let's see. So he's going to. Yep. Boo. So everybody make a dexterity saving throw. So that's Granny.
That's an 11.
That's great. Sashi, that's a 7. You failed.
Yeah. Sashi's been failing a lot tonight. So sad.
It's okay. She
Think
makes
we all
up for it
fail?
in confidence. It's fine.
7.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
We have it
62.
for her.
That's 62 points of lightning damage for anyone who didn't pass.
Yep. That's.
Oh, that hurt. Okay.
Yep. I am down.
I'm down
I'm
again.
I'm dead.
All right.
No, you're down.
Because
And
I
then-
assume that's once per short rest on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's probably once per long rest.
I need long rest.
Yeah.
So in
Granny-
a reactionary, so in a reactionary thing, my staff.
You're an alligator.
You're an alligator, so you just become.
No.
So you're alligator.
Knocked out of being an alligator.
You are now no longer an alligator.
Saved yourself from dying.
Okay. Sashi, make a death save. All right, that's a failure. Tennyson, it's your turn.
Who is dead? Is everyone dead?
Elf,
I'm
everybody
down.
except for you and Granny are both unconscious.
Yeah.
Down.
Your best bet would be to take out the dragon at this point.
To take out the dragon.
Just take out the
For
dragon,
dinner,
man.
And
Do you have any
meat.
big
It'll be
damage
good.
If you know, do I have any other knowledge about the god of the sun whose temple we're at? Like, if I were to make some kind of blood sacrifice,
No,
at the
he's-
temple
nah.
gates-
It wouldn't be.
Not that
It's not that
type
type of thing. Not that type of god.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna just chuck another fireball in this asshole's face.
Wait,
All
you
right.
don't have any big damage spells whatsoever?
No.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Nice.
I
Tight.
took out the little ones with the big thing.
No, I didn't really take any damage spells. I have a bunch of other useful shit.
Really
But
useful
not
things,
for
which is
this.
great.
Oh. Suck it, dragon.
Misses.
Okay, hold on. And then what I'm gonna do is
Okay.
hide behind this pillar and quiver.
Perfect. Great. Got it. Love it. All right, and then that's Blaine, make a death save.
That's an 11.
All right, so you succeed. So that's one save. Boggs, you're up. You're yourself now.
Granny Boggs. Oh, I'm not still a gator?
Nope,
you
you
got
were
knocked
knocked out of being a gator. It did enough damage. Technically, it did a bunch of damage to you, but because you were a gator, it took all of your health away, and now you're just a regular person. Again.
Oh, okay. Well,
You're
I'm
like-
gonna
yeah, it forces you back into
run up and smack it with my quarter staff.
Do it.
Rah!
That hits.
Shocking.
8. Oh no. This dragon is not great. He does not look good right now.
It's you and me,
I
Granny.
wish
We
he
got
looked
this.
worse.
Demarin, make a death save. So roll a d20.
A feeling.
Sure.
What? 12?
12. Good. That you succeed. Very good.
Yay.
Success.
Okay, now it's the dragon's turn. Let's see if he gets his breath weapon back. He does.
No.
Goes over here. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity, Granny?
Fuck yeah!
All right, roll to attack with your quarterstaff.
I swear, if you do a
It's
one,
why it's a statistical anomaly that you've gotten it back 4 times, or 3 times, I guess.
That hits. Roll for
Hey.
damage. 5. The dragon is very upset that you are doing. Whoops. You're doing so much damage to it.
Oh my gosh.
Granny's battle witch now.
But then it's going to use
Feel
its.
my pain.
There we go.
You
Eh.
use your elderly powers of
Perfect.
greatness to beat the dragon with your shoe.
All right. So Granny and Tennyson make a dexterity saving throw.
Do
Can
I
it hit
get any
Tennyson?
kind of advantage because I'm behind pillar?
Yes, you take reduced damage because you're behind it if you so you basically get resistance because of your ring, and you also get reduced damage because you're behind cover.
be dexterous.
But be
just
be
roll
dexterous.
dex.
Yeah, so roll dexterity saving throw. Nice. Good.
Ooh.
Okay. And then you two, Granny.
My staff has Nature's Resilience. The staff has 3 charges. As a reaction, when you or an ally within 10 feet of you takes damage from a spell or attack, you can expend 1 charge to grant them resistance to that damage type until the start of your next turn. The staff regains expended charges.
Okay,
daily.
so are you doing that to gain resistance to lightning damage?
Correct.
Great, but you still have to do a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Okay.
Granny's moving a little slow. Okay.
Okay. So that's 66 points of damage, half to 33 to both of you because you both get resistance.
Well, no, he dodged it.
No,
Right.
that's hold on.
Oh.
So you take half damage whenever you succeed your dexterity saving throw. So, Granny, you take 33 points because you're resistant. Okay, so you take 33 points of damage. Are you still alive? No. Okay, you're unconscious. Tennyson, you take 30. You succeeded, so you take 33 points, halved because you're resistant. So that's 16. And then because you're behind cover, you get half again, so you take 9 damage.
Oh, okay, all right.
That would be 8.
8 damage, excuse me. 8 damage. And now it's your turn.
Cool, I got a ton of HP. Let's hit this thing with some more fireballs. And see what happens.
The biggest thing you could hit it with.
That hits. That hits.
Fuck this dragon. Fuck this dragon.
In particular?
Entirely.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay, so Sashi, you need to make a death save.
2d10 and I roll 3 damage.
Oh god.
Okay, that's a fail. Oh no. Are you only 1 away from dying permanently?
10's a pass.
Is 10 a pass?
10 is a pass. It's 1 through 9 is a fail.
10 through 20.
is a pass.
Yeah, good. That's right. Okay.
Good.
So you pass.
Then I'm-
Good.
Then I have 2.
Okay. And then great. Do Blaine, death saving throw.
That is a 17.
Okay, pass. Boggs, death saving throw.
Pass.
Great. And then and then Demerin, death saving throw.
14.
All right, pass. Very good. It's the dragon's turn. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Hey, bud. Does he get his breath weapon back? He does not.
No.
But instead, what he's going to do is he's going to bite you.
Is he gonna turn my insides into outsides?
Well, that's a 13. Does a 13 hit?
Ooh.
You have shield.
I mean, I have magic armor, but I haven't cast it.
No, but like, do you have the
The
spell
shield
shield.
spell?
No, I don't have the
No.
shield spell.
But what's your AC?
No, that hits. It's 11.
Oh, okay, great. Then
Great.
you take
Great.
10 piercing damage
Okay.
and only 4 lightning damage because you're resistant.
Great. That means I still have 5 hit points.
Okay, so he's going to attack you with his claw. That's a 25 to hit,
Okay, so it hits.
and that's 11 slashing damage. And then that's it. You're dead, right?
We're all dead.
Everybody's dead. All right.
That day.
So then that means I get to read this. All right, I get to read this thing then. I made 2 things, one for victory and one for defeat. A great roar echoes across the barren desert landscape. Blue lightning arcs through the sky as Kraken takes wing. This was a tasty snack, but he's still hungry for more. Those gnolls would have satiated his hunger, but far off in the distance, he sees a small desert settlement. maybe he thinks he'll be able to fill his belly there.
Oh, sad day.
Sad day.
Everyone
Oh,
dies.
look, everybody in the chat's upset. We should probably let us win.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat.
Yeah.
I'm so
Well,
sorry.
We had some like really bad rolls.
That was you got really terrible rolls at the
So
end.
many good.
I mean,
Guys, that's
How
my
many-
it'd be like that
how many
sometimes.
did it have?
the dragon only had 10 HP left.
God damn it.
If I had hit once out of those 5 times that I missed in a row, just once.
Well, actually,
I
minus
should've just
the
kept
minus the
hitting it with
3 that
Clarissa.
minus the 3 that you did. He actually only had 7 HP left. I really thought you were going to do it. If you had
Brutal.
rolled a little bit better on that last one.
Yeah. That's the way it goes.
I'm so sorry.
Thus ends the saga
TPK.
of Blaine the Stone Orkston.
Of-
That was
of-
actually the first TPK I've ever been a part of.
That was the first TPK I've ever done. So good job, everybody. To be fair, I kind of designed it to do that, but you made it last so long. I thought it was going to be over far sooner. So good job, guys.
If Sashi would have gotten to the dragon, that was the whole problem. I didn't get to the dragon until too late. Dang it.
Oh, look at Lilo. She's like, Mom, I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm so
This has
sleepy.
been fun.
This has been great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, everybody, for tuning into the Game Brew.
Thank you.
The first
This was
game
great.
brew.
It would have been better if we
D&D.
won.
It would
Yeah.
have been
Well,
better if you
next
won.
time. Next time.
Actually, I mean, what I think you don't see people lose too often, and as much as it sucks, it's kind of interesting.
I think it's more fun to go out. Is there anything that you as you were dying you would like to say, your characters to say as they lay dying? Blaine?
He just says, "Ugh, my career was for nothing. No one's gonna know my legend." And he's just, brother.
Sashi, any dying words?
Yeah, so Sashi, as
It's gonna
as
take
the
a lot
light-
of words.
There's a lot of words with Sashi. I'll try to condense. As the light, begins to fade in her eyes, the noble paladin of Bahamut takes a labored breath, and with a trembling hand, she reaches for the holy symbol on her chest. And she says, "Forgive me, my friends. I have fought with all the light and strength of Bahamut that he has bestowed upon me, but it seems my time has come. Do not mourn for me, but remember me. For I am merely returning to the embrace of the Platinum Dragon. I've always believed that the greatest victory lies in the protection of those we cherished. I'm sorry I failed you today."
That's a lot for a
That's
dying breath.
That's a lot for dying. Yeah, that was a really long dying breath.
Sashi always takes a deep breath.
Uh,
To be fair, she sucks the oxygen out of the room. It's appropriate.
Demarin, any last dying words or thoughts?
I knew I never should have gone on this fucking mission with you fuckwads.
Granny Boggs, any last words?
As the glow starts fading from her eyes, she whispers, "Mother, find me."
Ooh. Future characters. And Tennyson,
At least I got this ring.
a pamphlet
What is that
flies
ring?
out of your pack and like blows away on the wind. All right, and that's it. Thank you everybody so much for being here for Game Brew D&D. There will be more soon.
Thanks for DMing.
Thank you. You're welcome. I
Thanks,
hope
Ian.
I hope you had fun. Sorry it was a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but
It always is.
Always is.
Always is.
I could do as much planning, but you guys spent so long at that dirt hole.
I was just looking for a direction to be
learn
pointed.
all the things about the dirt hole, man.
Save a little.
All right.
All
Well,
Made
I'm
it
gonna
interesting.
sign off here.
We're gonna sign off here. So long, everybody. Remember to tune in at your favorite Game Brew places for all your Game Brew stuff. Anybody have anything they want to plug first, or are we good to just Cut it
We're
out.
good.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining
We're good.
everybody who watched.
That's fun.
All right. Hey, thanks.
Shillelagh!
Thanks, everybody. Shillelagh! All right. So long. Goodbye.
Gamora says
Bye-bye.
good night.
Wait, I'm so sorry. We say at the end of every podcast, we say good
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.